evening, everybody. Harley Johnson with you tonight as the Jacksonville Icemen will be hosting the Atlanta Gladiators ECHL action on JacksIcemen.com and ECHL.tv. The Icemen on a 5-game winless streak. Both these teams, in fact, struggling. This is the roughest stretch of the year thus far for the Icemen. Still in third place, however, in the South Division. Still with a winning record as well. 13 wins, 10 losses, 1 overtime loss. Good for 27 points in the South Division. Atlanta, a much different degree of struggling as the Gladiators come in having won only 1 of their last 12 games overall, winless in their last 7 at that, and they have been hit by a rash of injuries plus some call-ups as well. Of course, that happens for pretty much every team at this level, or any level for that matter, but the Gladiators are really having a tough time, and no room for pity for the Icemen. They've got an opportunity to get a couple of points that they desperately need as well. This is the kind of game where if you are the Icemen, you want to do everything in your power to get healthy in a big way tonight, and we'll find out what happens over these next 60 minutes. Starting in net tonight for the Icemen, it's going to be Tanner Jaylett, his 10th game of the season. He has a record of 3 wins, 4 losses, 1 overtime loss. Solid numbers, 2.81 goals against average, save percentage of 89.8%. The Icemen going with only 5 defensemen tonight. They traded away one of them. We'll give you some details on that as soon as we get an opportunity, probably very early in this first period, but I can at least tell you that Trey Phillips was the man traded away from Jacksonville to the Fort Wayne Comets. We'll tell you who the Icemen got in return momentarily. But it does leave Jacksonville shorthanded at the blue line tonight. They still have a Dejan Mingo starting with Jack Glover, however. And the forward line, they'll start with the third line tonight. Cam Critchlow at center. Tyson Fawcett back in the lineup this evening at right wing. And Captain Garrett Hunt on the left side. The Icemen have 11 forwards tonight. They're 1 short on D, but they're 1 extra with the forwards. 11 forwards, 5 defensemen dressed for this evening. And in goal tonight for Atlanta, it's an old friend, former Jacksonville Iceman Colton Finney in goal tonight for Atlanta. He has 4-4-1 on the season. Goals against average 3.93, 87.6% is his save percentage. Referee Stephen Roulard drops the puck down. We are underway here in downtown Jacksonville as the Icemen get the puck in the offensive zone quickly. Behind the Gladiator net, it's Tyson Fawcett. Turnaround shot is blocked. He gets it right back, tries to tap it away for Critchlow. Throws it behind the cage, goes off the apron. Critchlow fights for it with Derek Nesbitt. Garrett Hunt steps in, tries to center, comes free to Glover. Couldn't get it on the forehand side. He would have been all alone, just him and Finney, but he couldn't put it on his stick on the forehand. Still some pressure here, however, from Jacksonville. It's Mingo walking into the forehand, and he pokes it wide to the far post. Great pressure here on this opening shift from the Icemen. Dejan Mingo getting that opportunity. Nothing on goal, however, despite the 2 glittering chances. Gladiators finally get the puck behind their own net. Kevin Montgomery with it, slams it off the boards and out. Icing is waved off here as the Icemen go for a line change. Atlanta does too. Opening minute of play in this contest. We are 0-0 as the Icemen skate into the zone. Randolph with a wrister, glove save from Finney, and we have our first whistle with 18:54 to go in period number 1. Scoreless, but an excellent start here from Jacksonville. Jacksonville coming out with their second line now. Chris Newbury with Jake Randolph on the left wing. He's in the slot. Cody Fowley on the right side. Thought he had a strong game on Wednesday night in a loss to the Orlando Solar Bears. Atlanta wins the draw. They do clear it away. Jesse Gabriel flips it to an open side all the way into the Jacksonville zone. Cale Detzel whips it around the boards to the near side. Gabriel holds it in. Centering pass. Wrist shot is deflected in front. Never reached the net. Comes up high for Randolph for Jacksonville. Cross-ice look, redirected in the zone by Chris Newbury. He'll chase after it. Poking it away from Jack Stander. Comes to the right side for Detzel. Shot deflects on goal. Bouncing puck. And Rabbit couldn't handle it. Gets it back in the left wing corner. Centering feed. Unable to get a shot is Fowley, but it comes up high for Chris Newbury. Wristing it around the wall for Wasey Rabbit, who in turn gives it up to the steal from Sean Campbell. And Atlanta will play it to center ice and forehand in to the left of Tanner Jaylett. Icemen with the puck. Cale Detzel double team, but he works it free for Shapiro. Errant pass, but it does come out to center ice. Gladiators take possession. Montgomery left side. Headman pass picked off by Eli Lichtenwald. Lichtenwald chips and chases after it himself. Forces it around the corner for Garrett Hunt. Hunt looks to center, throws it on net, and the save is made by Finney. Looking for a redirection, maybe a good bounce or a fortunate bounce. Had the big 6'6" forward and Eli Lichtenwald in front. Worth the chance, but Finney was able to freeze it and take the draw. 17:42 to go in the first. Let's finish off that trade that we just told you about. It's the first trade all year in which the Icemen acquired a player, and in this case it's actually two players. Coming to the Icemen from the Fort Wayne Comets, and I should mention neither of them are here yet. They did not make the trip just yet. Garrett Ladd comes to the Icemen from the Fort Wayne Comets. 15 games for Fort Wayne this year, 3 goals, 3 assists, 6 points, +1 rating. He was a point-a-game guy last year, however, for the Tulsa Oilers. He also played for Tulsa the year prior, where he was coached by none other than Icemen head coach Jason Christie. So they have a history, and he's a point-a-game kind of guy. Very interested to see what he brings to this lineup when he comes, whether it's tomorrow or perhaps later on next week. We'll tell you who the other player was in just a moment, but we'll resume live play as Jacksonville clears into the Atlanta zone. Cote first on it for the Gladiators. Around the wall, it's held in by Mingo at the left point. Softly to the half wall for Randolph. Behind the net, it's Karastalev. Centering feed, Critchlow on the backhander. Save is made by Finney. I think he got that right off the mask. Comes up high on the rebound for Karastalev, who scored his first goal for Jacksonville on Wednesday night. Giving it up to Montgomery. Montgomery cross-ice look for Mazurek. Mazurek over the blue line left side. Jack Glover defends and forces a clear in behind the Jacksonville net. Mingo thought about a long outlet pass. Thinks otherwise, and stick handles right up the middle. Feeding to the left for Critchlow. Poking it into the zone. It goes off a stick to the right side of Colton Finney. Fawcett takes the body on Kyle Chatham. Garrett Hunt looks to pry it loose with the help of Lichtenwald. They do get it free. Comes for Cockrell. Wrister and a glove save by Finney without a rebound as well. Jacksonville up to 3 shots on goal in the early going. Quickly back to that Fort Wayne trade with the Icemen earlier today. The Icemen also got a defenseman out of that deal. Chris Rygus is his name, 6'3", 190-pound defenseman. 8 games in his rookie season for the Comets. 1 goal, 1 assist. A St. Norbert College guy, Division III. Garrett Ladd, for that matter, going to Wisconsin-Stevens Point. And that is your trade, 2 for 1. Seems like the Icemen really got a great deal out of that. Getting a point-per-game caliber kind of player, plus a 6'3" defenseman to go with it. Play is at center ice. Garrett Cockrell taps it into the zone. It's going to be waved off for an offside. Atlanta looks to clear. It goes off the glove of Max Fortier and into the Gladiator bench. We'll have a draw in the neutral zone with 16:08 to go in the first. A lot of whistles in the early going tonight. And onto the ice here comes again the third line for the Icemen. Hunt, Critchlow, and Fawcett. It's going to be the home debut tonight of number 64, Dylan Walchuk. He played a couple of games in Boise for Jacksonville, but this will be his first appearance here at home as the Icemen take it into the zone yet again. This ice has been tilted in Atlanta's defensive end for the opening 4 minutes of play. It's been all Jacksonville, but still 0-0 the score for the time being. Puck at center ice, Cam Critchlow for the Icemen, forehands behind the net. Cote first on it for the Gladiators. Backhands it up the near side wall. Malatesta knocks it free for Nesbitt, and then for Nick Bly. Bly can't even gain the zone. Loose puck at center ice. Malatesta gets it back for the Gladiators. Backhanding it behind the Jacksonville net. Atlanta looks to center. Nesbitt first on it there on his forehand. Drops it back, and a shot on goal. Save is made. Rebound, a second save by Tanner Jaylett. 2 pad saves there as the Icemen can't clear just yet. It goes back behind the net. Jaylett will block it there for Glover as the Gladiators complete a line change. Glover flipping it up the middle for Newbury. It is deflected into the zone. No icing here. Chatham around the wall. Nobody home. It comes all the way to the Jacksonville blue line for Cale Detzel. D to D for Kyle Shapiro. Shapiro backhands it up the wall for Jake Randolph. Randolph looking for Newbury, then for Detzel, right-hand side. He'll drive it into the zone. Finney got a piece of it, but can't block it behind the net completely. It's loose up at the top of the circles for Atlanta. Mazurek wristing in. I don't know if he reached the red line. They'll wave off the icing nonetheless. Jacksonville first on the buck. Nice shift there from Kyle Shapiro, who's really starting to step up his game for the Icemen. Randolph will forehand in a line change here for the Icemen. Stander taken off the puck by Cody Fowley, stripping it loose from him in the left wing corner. Still trying to dig it free. Lichtenwald trying to help out. Stander gets it back for the Glads, and he will feed it for Mazurek, gaining the red line and pitchforking it into the left of Jalette. Lichtenwald for the Icemen. For Wasey Rabbit, back out to center ice. Loose puck there, taken away by Atlanta. Jesse Gabriel into the zone. Drop pass picked off by Max Fortier. Ahead for Wasey Rabbit. Two-man rush for now. Rabbit looks for help, finds it in Fortier, right wing circle. Behind the net and into the corner we go for Eli Lichtenwald. Lichtenwald looks to turn to the high circle. Broken up there by Gabriel and shoveled out of the zone. Down to 13:43 to go in the first period of a scoreless hockey game here in Jacksonville. Dejan Mingo feeds it for Rabbit. What a great cross ice look for Fortier with speed. Spinorama trying to go around Montgomery, couldn't do it, and the Gladiators clear out. Foot race for the puck. Shapiro wins that race against Malatesta. Again, well done by Kyle Shapiro. To the left side for Garrett Hunt. Four-man rush, 4-on-3. Critchlow over the blue line. Rister on net, stick to side by Finney. Rebound comes to the opposite wing. Max Fortier for Garrett Hunt. Critchlow trying to help out as well. To the right side of Finney. Behind the goal line we go. Critchlow to the blue line for Garrett Cockrell. Driving it behind the net for Garrett Hunt. Hunt on his backhand. Looks to center. Nobody to give it to. He'll cycle it into the corner for Tyson Fawcett, this time against Derek Nesbitt. Fawcett kicks it around. Gives it up now to Chatham. Gets it right back. A steal by Fawcett. Tried to bank it off of Finney. Couldn't get it free. At the blue line, it's held in by Cockrell. High into the air. Atlanta looks to clear at the blue line. They do get it out. Again, all Jacksonville in this game so far. Out shooting Atlanta 4-1. Here comes Dylan Walchuk for the Icemen. At the right wing faceoff circle, drop pass, one-timer, and Glover falls down on the play. Couldn't get his legs in the right spot, but the Icemen get it right back. Flip pass, comes to the blue line for Mingo. Playing it underneath, Karastalev, centering pass, deflected away, and it goes behind the net. Newbury looks to play it around the wall. It comes out to the Jacksonville blue line. Mingo on his backhand, gives it up to Mazurek, tries to get the shot on goal. Sticked away there by Jalette as Walchuk kicks it into an open corner. First real chance there for Atlanta, but even still, they couldn't really get a good shot on net there. Down to 12 minutes to go in this first period, still 0-0. Gladiators from the blue line. Shot deflects on net. Save is made by Jalette. Rebound for Glover for the Icemen. Behind the net for Mingo. Glover gets the give and go. Lead pass for Dylan Walchuk. Shifting away from a couple of men out to center ice. Poke checked away by Atlanta. Jacksonville gets it right back. It's Mingo with an indirect pass for Wasey Rabbit over the blue line. Tripped up on the play. No call by Ruillard. Montgomery behind his own net. Double teamed. Lichtenwald and Rabbit. Rabbit pulls it away. Looking to center. Getting a piece of it was Fortier, but not on net. It was deflected away. Kyle Shapiro steps in. Leaving it for Rabbit. Far side half wall. Turning and dropping it around the boards and behind the net. Cote skates away from one man and gives it up to Rabbit. Slap shot just wide. Penalty coming on Atlanta. Delayed call. Lichtenwald for Fortier in the slot. Turnaround shot. And finally a whistle. And the penalty will be slashing on the Gladiators. Icemen looking awful good in the opening minutes of this game. 11:06 to go in the first period. Power play for the Icemen when we come back. This is Jacksonville Icemen Hockey on ECHL.TV and JacksIcemen.com. Tonight's game is brought to you by the ECHL, celebrating its 31st season of affordable family entertainment. The ECHL would like to thank everyone in attendance for your support of ECHL hockey. The ECHL would also like to recognize the following league sponsors: AMI Graphics, the official signage provider; BFL Canada Risk and Insurance; and Sutton Special Risk, sponsors of the 2019 ECHL Hall of Fame induction ceremony. The Migray Group, your source for game-worn jerseys; CCM Hockey, the official on-ice equipment provider; Coco 5, the official hydration beverage of the ECHL; Ephesus Lighting, the preferred lighting partner of the ECHL; Geico, the official auto insurance of the ECHL; Howie's Hockey Tape, the official hockey tape and lace provider; In Glasgow, the official puck provider; Warrior, the official protective wear provider; and the Fairley Group, the official commercial insurance provider of the ECHL. Catch all the live ECHL action in high definition by logging on to ECHL.TV. Power play for the Icemen, where they have slipped all the way to 19th on the man advantage this year. 15.1%. About time they get the power play clicking once more, and the offense really in general. Atlanta's penalty kill, 13th overall at 84.5%. Newbury, Fowley, and Rabbit, the forwards. At the blue line, it's Max Fortier along with Dejan Mingo. So 4 forwards employed here by Jason Christie. And the Icemen win the face-off. They've got the puck at the blue line. Mingo to the left side for Rabbit. Plays it down low. Centering feed for Newbury. He got his stick lifted at the last moment. It was beautifully set up, but well defended at the last possible moment. It comes all the way back to the Jacksonville end. Mingo in control there for the Icemen. Mingo with a drop pass for Newbury at his own blue line. He in turn drops it for Wasey Rabbit, accelerating through center ice, over the line, dropping it for Fowley. Rabbit gets it back at the right wing corner. Giving it up behind the net, Zach Malatesta with a steal. Cannot clear the zone yet, though. It's Wasey Rabbit to the blue line for Mingo. Cross ice look for Fortier. Holds the shot, moves it to Rabbit, then to Mingo. Good puck movement. Shot deflects on net, and a save is made by Finney. Newbury got a piece of it along the way. Finney was able to squeeze the pads and take the face-off. 1:12 to go on this power play. Each team will change up their power play. Interesting look on this man advantage here for Jacksonville with a second unit. 6'6" Eli Lichtenwald at center with a couple of speedsters flanking him. Jake Randolph on the left, Tyson Fawcett on the right. Nikita Korostolev as a fourth forward is at the right point along the glass. Garrett Cockrell also out there for Jacksonville. Draws to Colton Finney's left side. And the Icemen win it cleanly. Korostolev, right point. Cross ice for Cockrell. Playing it down low and into the corner. Randolph back for Cockrell. Right side, it's Korostolev. Cockrell gets it back at the center point. Playing it to the circle for Randolph. Shot deflects on net. Saved by Finney. Rebound to the near side. And it is cleared away by Brett McKenzie. Comes back into the Jacksonville zone. 50 seconds to go on this man advantage. Cockrell stops behind his net before starting the charge forward. Outlet pass for Randolph. Randolph at the blue line. Offside is going to be called. Korostolev just in ahead of the play. 39 seconds to go on the power play. And right back out onto the ice comes the first power play unit with 39 seconds to go. Jacksonville out shooting Atlanta 5-2. Seems like a lot more than 5 shots. Newbury against Nesbitt on the draw. Icemen control. Mingo over the blue line left side. Looks to go wide on Chatham, and he does. Carries it behind the Atlanta net. Cody Fowley has it for the Icemen. To the circle for Rabbit, left wing side. Back into the slot. Shot by Newbury. Score! Chris Newbury with a one-time shot. Beats Colton Finney high to the glove side. Power play goal for the Icemen. It's a 1-0 lead with 9:28 to go in the first period. Wasting no time with that shot was Chris Newbury. Blasting one from the top of the left circle. And Finney had no chance at all. Nearly took the water bottle off with that shot just under the bar. Rabbit will get 1 assist at 10:32. I believe Mingo will get the other one. We'll see. And for Chris Newbury, goal number 6 on the season. And here's your goal call from public address announcer Joe Massa.
Chris Newbury. Assisted by number 20, Wasey Rabbit. And number 10, Dejan Mingo. Time of the goal, 10 minutes, 32 seconds.
So there it is, Newbury from Rabbit and Mingo on the power play at 10:32. It's 1-0 Jacksonville. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back in a moment with the Icemen drawing first blood. This is Jacksonville Icemen hockey.
Get the best home buying experience you'll ever have. Call our 24/7 mortgage hotline at 904-371-8150. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org or stop by a branch near you. Community First, love where you bank. Equal housing lender. Wishing for a new car? Community First lets you delay your first payment for 90 days and has some of the lowest rates around. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org or stop by a branch near you. Community First, love where you bank.
Hey fans, be sure to check out ECHL.TV, the live streaming destination for the 2018-19 season. Catch all the latest live action from across the premier AA Hockey League, including multi-game high-definition view and playback functionality on both your PC, mobile, and OTT devices. Visit ECHL.tv today to get into the game and never miss the action. The Icemen with a 1-0 lead, face off in the offensive zone. I'd say no exaggeration, probably about 75 to 80% of the play has been in the Atlanta end in the opening half of this first period. 1-0 advantage for Jacksonville as the puck goes into the air and out of play in the neutral zone. Shots on goal listed at 6-2. That does not tell the story. I think it's even been far greater than that. Atlanta an undermanned team, as the Icemen have been. Jacksonville, again, there was a stretch where they had lost 8 guys to the American Hockey League in an 8-day period. But they've been able to stem the tide and looking awful sharp tonight as Jacksonville again brings it into the Atlanta zone. Lichtenwald and Cote fight for it. Atlanta backhands it up the boards and out. Comes to the Jacksonville line for Dejan Mingo. Mingo with that assist up to 18 points on the season. 6 goals, 12 assists. All-star caliber season for Dejan Mingo. All-star game next month, by the way, in Toledo. As the Icemen have the puck deep in their own end. Mingo took a hit from Oliveri to work it free for Jack Glover. Glover for the Icemen. Shifts away from Oliveri. Cross ice look. Nice feed for Rabbit over the blue line. Had the right idea with the pass to Fortier, but it goes off a stick. What a play by Dejan Mingo stepping up at center ice. It was a do-or-die play. If he did not get that poke check, it was a possible 2-0 for Atlanta. So Dejan Mingo with an assist and now possibly prevents a goal as Chris Newbury is called for offside. He doesn't like that call at all. He had the speed, he had the angle. I think he was going to walk in alone on Colton Finney there. I thought that timing was perfect on that pass, but linesman Randy Dengler says not so fast. We'll have the draw outside the Atlanta line. Charlie O'Connor, the other linesman tonight. It'll be Newbury against Nesbitt on this face-off. Atlanta in the opposite problem that Jacksonville has. They've got an abundance of defensemen, but not enough forwards. So a normal defenseman for them, Zach Malatesta, is actually playing up front for this game. Actually playing on their top line, I might even add. Also on the ice for Atlanta right now is Tyler Howe, 6'6", 230 pounds. He is the brother, by the way, of Travis Howe of the Greenville Swamp Rabbits, who happens to have fought Garrett Hunt at least 4 times this year. So I wonder if there's going to be some brother-on-brother kind of blood from a Garrett Hunt perspective. He might get a chance at both of them in the span of just a matter of a few weeks. Atlanta with the puck at center ice. Stander will wrist it in behind the Jacksonville net. Garrett Cockrell first on it there with the help of Tanner Jalett. Cockrell spins away from Bly, feeds it to the left for Newbury. Wing to wing for Shapiro. Can he go wide on Malatesta? Yes, he does. He's over the blue line. Pass into the slot. Wrister from Randolph just over the crossbar. Beautifully set up by Kyle Shapiro, who I told you very early is really starting to play a pretty confident game from the blue line. Two-way kind of hockey at that. Even though it hasn't figured in the scoring just yet, nearly did there. Shapiro heads to the bench for a line change right now as the Icemen still possessing the offensive zone. It's Randolph turning away from one man, tapping it away from Tyson Fawcett. Fawcett for Newbury, tries to play it backwards for Glover, but it's picked off by Malatesta. Malatesta stick handles to the red line before clearing in. 6:48 and counting to go in the first period. 1-0 Jacksonville. Glover from the red line, wrists it in, cross corner. Critchlow fights after it. Looking to get it away from Tyler Dureski at the blue line. Fawcett not quite able to keep it in. It goes out of play instead with 6:35 to go in period number 1. And the face-off will be outside the Atlanta blue line. Hunt, Critchlow, and Fawcett up front, with Mingo and Glover at defense. Again, Jacksonville only with 5 defensemen tonight. Another strange anomaly about it, they are all right-handed shots, all 5 of them. shoot right-handed. Be nice to have a lefty in there or two, but what can you do? It is what it is. Jacksonville gets the puck into the Atlanta zone. Hunt looks to center. Gets it right at the short side crease. Getting a piece of it is Fawcett. Save is made by Colton Finney at the blue line. It is just out of the zone. Jacksonville gets it right back. Jack Glover chipping it off glass. Fraze tries to knock it down. He does, but it's a hand pass against the Gladiators. Tyson Fawcett had that opportunity, but Colton Finney was able to squeeze his body against the short side post to deny him. And if you're wondering, in case your mind jumps ahead like mine did, well, the Icemen just acquired a defenseman in a trade in Chris Rigas. Perhaps he is a left-handed shot to make a sixth defenseman. No, he's not. He's another right-handed shot. So when Rigas comes here to Jacksonville, the Icemen will have 6 defensemen, all righties. Draw will be outside the Jacksonville line here. Atlanta has it. Cote wristing it behind the Jacksonville net. Jaylett blocks it there, leaves it for Kyle Shapiro. Shapiro wristing it around the wall. Max Fortier redirects it out. It'll go back into the Gladiator zone. Chatham first on it there for Cote. Lichtenwald into forecheck as the Glads move it back into the Jacksonville end. Foot race for the puck. Kyle Detzel wins that race. Stick is lost. Somebody's stick. Can't tell who's just yet. Gladiators pull the puck away. Wrister towards goal. It goes to the opposite corner. Didn't get on net. Chatham holds in for Cote. From the blue line, Wrister goes wide to the far post. Karam's all the way out to the neutral zone. And it is Kyle Chatham in control there for Vital Cote. Redirecting in are the Gladiators. Line change here for both teams as Cale Detzel collects behind his cage for Jacksonville. 5:16 to go in the first period. 1-0 Icemen is your score. Dylan Walchuk redirects into the zone. Karastolev is there. Centering feed goes behind Newbury and out to center ice. Newbury was beaver tailing that stick, calling for that pass to come. Had the right idea, but it was a difficult pass and it went behind him. Jacksonville right back into the zone. A steal by Dylan Walchuk. Walchuk at the blue line left side. Plays it cross ice. Goes behind Garrett Cockrell. Played out to center ice by Atlanta. Bly over the blue line. Chips into the right side of Jaylett. Bly looks to feed it for Derek Nesbitt. Off the boards to the blue line. Cote with a drive. It's blocked in front. Well done there by Garrett Cockrell. Can't clear just yet. Second crack at it. He does work at the center ice. And Walchuk will backhand into the zone. Another line change here for Jacksonville. Jason Christie changing the lines swiftly this evening. 30, 40-second shifts tops, it seems like. As the Icemen look to clear out of their zone, Garrett Hunt tries to shovel it away. With Critchlow's help, they do get it to center ice. It is Garrett Hunt with Fawcett. Wrister goes wide. Finney sticks it into the corner. Hunt gets it right back. Tries to center. It deflects high into the air, and it goes all the way to Colton Finney, who will reach high into the air to freeze it with his glove and take the face-off. 4:01 to go in period number 1. It remains Jacksonville 1, Atlanta nothing. This is Jacksonville Icemen hockey.
A cool change is in the air, and professional hockey is back in Jacks. The Jacksonville Icemen are scoring goals and thrilling fans all season long. Tickets start at just $10 for an incredible game day experience. Come on out to Veterans Memorial Arena. Feel the chill of winter and watch the puck drop. The legacy begins now. JacksIcemen.com.
NHL players have amazing talent, and some of the very best developed right here in the ECHL.
Beagles in, he scores!
Now, follow all your favorite ECHL alumni every night on NHL Network's primetime hockey show, NHL Tonight.
Both teams recognize how big this matchup is.
Fire save by Dubin. Rebound!
Goosebump stuff.
NHL Tonight, every night 6 Eastern on NHL Network.
1-0 Jacksonville is your score. Draw will be in the Atlanta zone. Shots on goal still only listed at 6-2. It just does not seem right. Lichtenwald, Rabbit, and Fortier, the forwards for the Icemen. Atlanta wins the draw. They immediately slam it the length of the ice. It will be called icing against Atlanta. Coming up in the first intermission, we'll be joined by alternate captain Wasey Rabbit, who had the primary assist on Chris Newbury's power play goal earlier tonight. Fantastic look there from Wasey Rabbit. So a nice perspective from him on the last handful of games, which has not gone so well for Jacksonville. And, of course, a look ahead to tonight. He's on the ice right now as well with Lichtenwald and Fortier. Draw to Colton Finney's right. Gladiators win it. They'll chip it off the glass and out. Bounces strangely at center ice to Atlanta's benefit. 2-on-1. Wrister and a save by Jaylett. And it goes out of play. Got it with the blocker. Possibly the shaft of his stick even. Maybe catching a bit of a break if it went off the shaft of his stick. And the draw will be to his left. He has not been tested much in this first period, but he certainly was tested there. 3:45 remaining in this first period. Newbury defensively on this draw this time against Dureski. Newbury wins it cleanly. Glover shovels it around the wall looking for Fowley. It was a bit of a soft pass. Gladiators hold it in. Looking to center, blocking that pass attempt is Dejan Mingo away from Mazurek. Randolph chops at it, can't clear it yet. Mingo with his glove on the puck briefly. He's a little worried that he was going to be called for closing his hand on the puck, but we play on, and here's a pass ahead for Newbury, just out of his reach. Held in behind the net. It's Randolph again, looking for a potential wraparound. Save is made by Finney. Randolph gets it back into the corner for Newbury, to the blue line for Glover. Glover playing it back into the corner. Newbury centering pass, comes behind the net for Randolph. Randolph turns to his forehand side, cannot get the pass away. Fowley is there to help out. Cody Fowley for Newbury, to the blue line for Mingo. Walks in the slot. Wrister and a save by Finney. Rebound high off the glass. Mingo gets it right back for Fowley at the left wing circle. Cody Fowley all the way to the blue line. Flip pass looking for Glover. Didn't quite know where it was. Newbury tries to hold it in. It is Atlanta carrying out of the zone. Mazurek softly towards the Jacksonville end. Mingo first on it. Gives it up to McKenzie. Cody Fowley with some solid defensive work to knock it away from him. 2.5 minutes to go in the first period. Play is tied up deep in the Jacksonville zone, but the Icemen gain possession here. Lichtenwald chips it off the near side boards and out to the Atlanta line. Stander for Chatham for the Gladiators. Could be icing. They will call this one icing against Atlanta. 2:13 to go in the first. Still 1-0 Jacksonville, and a power play goal from Chris Newbury. That's the only power play attempt for either team so far. And even though they scored late on the power play, 20-something seconds left, I believe, on it, that power play was clicking the entire time. Draw is to Colton Finney's right, and Jacksonville wins it. Cale Detzel moves it into an open corner. Lichtenwald tries to knock it free for Rabbit. Comes towards the top of the circle. Shot by Fortier, blocked in front by Chatham. Shapiro pinches in. Good pinch to hold it in the zone. At the blue line, it's Fortier. Away from a double team. Works towards Finney, who pokes it into the corner. Rabbit gets it back for Jacksonville. Playing it off the wall. McKenzie and Fortier fight for it. Fortier digs it loose. It goes around the boards. Will reverse it to the far side wall. Gladiators on it there. Still can't clear it out. Fortier knocks it free from Chatham. Playing it to the corner where the Gladiators finally get it away. Gabriel pokes it free for McKenzie. Collision there between he and Detzel as Atlanta brings it into the zone. Drop pass and a shot towards goal. Goes wide. Gladiators get it back. Centering feed knocked away by Detzel. Detzel takes a man down behind the play. No call there. Atlanta with a shot well wide to the short side. Comes off the end boards for Max Fortier for the Icemen. Down to 1:10 to go in the first period. Rabbit will redirect in behind the Atlanta net. Shots on goal now listed at 8-2 Jacksonville. Vital Cote in control for the Gladiators. Critchlow waiting between the hash marks on his forecheck. Long outlet pass picked off there by Jacksonville, taken back by Atlanta. Comes to the right side for Bly. Sharp angle shot knocked away. Montgomery at the blue line for Cote. Wrister in a screen. It goes wide off the end boards. Fawcett takes the body on Montgomery as the Gladiators look for a little offensive pressure. They play it around the boards to the far side. Garrett Hunt on it there. Good outlet pass, springing Tyson Fawcett with his speed. Long slap shot deflects wide. Comes up high for Bly. Bly gives it up to Fawcett. Garrett Hunt pokes away at it. Out of the zone, however, where it will be cleared back in by Jack Glover. 20 seconds to go in the period. One last line change here for Jacksonville. Montgomery in no rush for the Gladiators behind his own net. Plays it to the right side. Cote's outlet pass redirects into the zone. It will be played behind the net by Jaylett. Newbury flips it around the boards. 3 seconds to go. That'll do it in this period. Time has expired. The horn sounds, and an excellent period from the Jacksonville Icemen. You'd think that they deserve a little better than a 1-0 lead, but a lead is a lead. No need to be selfish just yet anyway after 20 minutes. Chris Newbury, the only goal, his 6th of the season. Wasey, Rabbit, and Dejan Mingo assisting on it. It was a power play goal for Jacksonville at 10:32 of period number 1. Shots on net finish up at 8-3 for Jacksonville, and it was every bit the domination that you would think. Defensively, the Icemen were on point, and offensively, really not much to complain about, plus the 1 goal as they go into the locker room with the advantage. We'll bring it down below to Joe Massa and Sarah Rui in just a moment, who will have a player joining her in a little bit. Don't forget Wasey Rabbit on the flip side of these commercials. We'll also keep you up to date on the ECHL scoreboard with plenty of games going on tonight. 11 in total, including a couple of games with South Division implications. For now, though, let's bring it down ringside to Joe Massa.
Fans, let's take it down to Sarah for a quick interview following our first period of play.
Thank you, Joe. Here with Chris Newbury, the points leader for the Icemen. The first power play goal in 5 games for the boys. Walk us through it.
Yeah, we just wanted to keep it simple, get pucks to net. I mean, even if you don't score, you want to create some momentum for the next one. So we got a puck on net and went in, so bonus.
Thanks, good luck.
Sarah and Chris, thank you very much. The very humble Chris Newbury there. That was a snipe. No other way to say it. An absolute snipe by Chris Newbury from the high slot. That gave Jacksonville the 1-0 lead. We will go to break and return in a little bit. Don't forget Wasey Rabbit on the flip side of this break. It is 1-0 Jacksonville after 1. You are listening to Jacksonville Icemen Hockey on ECHL.TV and JacksIcemen.com. Tonight's game is brought to you by the ECHL, celebrating its 31st season of affordable family entertainment. The ECHL would like to thank everyone in attendance for your support of ECHL hockey. The ECHL would also like to recognize the following league sponsors: AMI Graphics, the official signage provider; BFL Canada Risk and Insurance; and Sutton Special Risk, sponsors of the 2019 ECHL Hall of Fame induction ceremony. The Migray Group, your source for game-worn jerseys; CCM Hockey, the official on-ice equipment provider; Coco 5, the official hydration beverage of the ECHL; Ephesus Lighting, the preferred lighting partner of the ECHL; Geico, the official auto insurance of the ECHL; Howie's Hockey Tape, the official hockey tape and a lace provider; In Glasgow, the official puck provider; Warrior, the official protective wear provider; and the Fairley Group, the official commercial insurance provider of the ECHL. Catch all the live ECHL action in high definition by logging on to ECHL.TV.
Get the best home buying experience you'll ever have. Call our 24/7 mortgage hotline at 904-371-8150. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org or stop by a branch near you. Community First, love where you bank. Equal housing lender. Wishing for a new car? Community First lets you delay your first payment for 90 days and has some of the lowest rates around. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org or stop by a branch near you. Community First, love where you bank.
Hey fans, be sure to check out ECHL.TV, the live streaming destination for the 2018-19 season. Catch all the latest live action from across the premier AA Hockey League, including multi-game high-definition view and playback functionality on both your PC, mobile, and OTT devices. Visit ECHL.TV today to get into the game and never miss the action.
A cool change is in the air, and professional hockey is back in Jacks. The Jacksonville Icemen are scoring goals and thrilling fans all season long. Tickets start at just $10 for an incredible game day experience. Come on out to Veterans Memorial Arena, feel the chill of winter, and watch the puck drop. The legacy begins now. JacksIcemen.com.
NHL players have amazing talent, and some of the very best developed right here in the ECHL.
Beagles in, he scores!
Now, Follow all your favorite ECHL alumni every night on NHL Network's primetime hockey show, NHL Tonight.
Both teams recognize how big this matchup is.
Fire save by Dubin. Rebound.
Goosebump stuff.
NHL Tonight, every night 6 Eastern on NHL Network.
If you feel that passion is just a start, if you think practice is never over, if you believe speed limits are just for highways, and Saturday mornings aren't made for cartoons, if you try, fail, learn, laugh, repeat, compete, respect, and unite, then you belong on our team. Join now at team.ccmhockey.com.
What is your role in the fight against cancer? The answer could be as simple as driving your car. For many cancer patients, getting to and from treatment is one of their toughest challenges. The American Cancer Society needs volunteer drivers to help provide transportation for people in your community. Through the gift of a lift in your car, you can help patients take one more step in the road to recovery. Get in the driver's seat in the fight against cancer. To find out more, call your American Cancer Society at 1-800-227-2345 or visit cancer.org.
We're between periods with the Jacksonville Icemen and Atlanta Gladiators. Arlie Johnson joined by Wasey Rabbit. Wasey, a 4-game homestand began 2 nights ago. Did not turn out the way you wanted with a 4-2 defeat to Orlando. I know you wanted to get back in the winning column. What happened on Wednesday night to make this losing streak continue, unfortunately?
Yeah, I mean, the last couple of games, there's stuff that's crept into our game that obviously anytime you're losing, it starts with obviously confidence, and I think guys are feeling not very confident, especially when stuff like that happens, like a quick goal or a bounce back, and it's like, oh no, like what's next? But when it should be, okay, let me go push back and let's have some of that confidence in our game and that jam.
And that's one of the things we saw in about the first month or so of the season when you guys were rolling and in first place. I think the word that assistant coach Max Markowitz used was swagger. This team had a lot of swagger early on. How hard is it to regain it? Because, you know, I know you've lost some guys to the American Hockey League, but still the talent is here.
Yeah, I mean, it's such a long season, and there's peaks and valleys in each season, and every time you go through something like this, you evaluate yourself, you look in the mirror. But I mean, you look at the games that we were confident in. It's not that we were out-skilling guys or out-skilling teams. We worked together as a 5-man unit, and we had good goaltending. And I think we just getting that jam back. Like I said, that being a man, you know, it's a man's game, especially with games like this. We had so many games in November that no one's 100% mentally, physically. So it's about being a pro. It's about coming to the rink and taking care of yourself. And when it's time to go, when your number's called, you're ready.
In the closing moments of the game on Wednesday night, you had a scrap, which certainly you won clearly, but at the same time, you're a veteran guy. I know you're used to those kind of scraps, but maybe not as much anymore. I'm wondering what the thought process was of that, whether it was just organic and whether it just kind of happened, or whether there was a little more meaning, maybe a little more message to that.
No, I mean, I'm not a guy that's obviously going to go out and fight every game, but given the opportunity, I can defend myself. But especially at home, the way things have been going, you want to show to the younger guys, hey, I know I'm 32. I'm a guy that's looked on for maybe offensive opportunities, but I'm standing up for myself. I'm standing for my teammates, and most importantly, you're standing up especially at your rink and for your team. So even if we're up by 1 or if we're down by 5, if there's a pushback or needed, that I'm there for you guys, and I hopefully there's everyone else feels the same way towards me.
And hopefully that carryover comes into tonight, where you get an opportunity to get back in the win column, start feeling good about yourselves. Where do things go from here for tonight to make sure that you and everybody else on the bench knows that things are going well this evening?
I think, like I said, just working as a 5-man unit. I think you look when you're not feeling well, if like little things come into play, the communication, just knowing those little details, getting the puck in, getting the puck out, and from there it's just little confidence boosters that obviously you never know, a puck goes in off your shin pads, and there you go, you're feeling better about yourself, and everyone has energy on the bench, and that's how it starts.
Still feel like everybody in the room has still the same kind of swagger? It's just a matter of it kind of blossoming again?
Yeah, and it's such the season's so long, so like you guys have been playing long enough to know that you stick to it. Hopefully things will come better, and the biggest thing is sticking together. And we're going to win as a team, we're going to lose as a team, but we're going to do it together. And I think tonight's a big night and a big test for us, especially against a team like Atlanta. So I mean, they want to prove themselves, and so do we. So it should be exciting, and I'm really excited to see what we bring tonight.
One last thing, was a trade coming in. It's first time all season that you have acquired players. They're not playing tonight, I understand, but I want to talk more about the mental thought and the process behind a trade. You guys, like you said, you've been through these kind of things before, but you lose a teammate in Trey Phillips. You gain a couple, soon to be a couple anyway, in Garrett Ladd and Chris Rigas. Tell me about how a trade affects the locker room, if at all.
Yeah, I mean, obviously things are like around this time, coaches know what they want, what they need, and other teams want what you got. So if you have an opportunity to make a trade for the better, I mean, it's good for our team, and it adds a little shake-up. I mean, spicing things up, but at the same time, I mean, you're bringing in two guys that aren't good. We're not going to ask them to come fix our problems. We're going to do it. We're going to integrate them in, and hopefully they bring something to our team. But at the end of the day, it's us that's got to help them.
Well, we look forward to having it bounce back tonight. Best of luck, Wasey. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
All right, there's Wasey Rabbit with us between periods. We'll come back in just a moment and be with us in a moment, which is Jacksonville Icemen Hockey on ECHL.TV and JacksIcemen.com. Tonight's game is brought to you by the ECHL, celebrating its 31st season of affordable family entertainment. The ECHL would like to thank everyone in attendance for your support of ECHL hockey. The ECHL would also like to recognize the following league sponsors: AMI Graphics, the official signage provider; BFL Canada Risk and Insurance; and Sutton Special Risk, sponsors of the 2019 ECHL Hall of Fame induction ceremony. The Migray Group, your source for game-worn jerseys; CCM Hockey, the official on-ice equipment provider; Coco 5, the official hydration beverage of the ECHL; Ephesus Lighting, the preferred lighting partner of the ECHL; Geico, the official auto insurance of the ECHL; Howie's Hockey Tape, the official hockey tape and a lace provider; In Glasgow, the official puck provider; Warrior, the official protective wear provider; and the Fairley Group, the official commercial insurance provider of the ECHL. Catch all the live ECHL action in high definition by logging on to ECHL.TV.
Get the best home buying experience you'll ever have. Call our 24/7 mortgage hotline at 904-371-8150. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org or stop by a branch near you. Community First, love where you bank. Equal housing lender. Wishing for a new car? Community First lets you delay your first payment for 90 days and has some of the lowest rates around. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org or stop by a branch near you. Community First, love where you bank.
Hey fans, be sure to check out ECHL.TV, the live streaming destination for the 2018-19 season. Catch all the latest live action from across the premier AA Hockey League, including multi-game high-definition view and playback functionality on both your PC, mobile, and OTT devices. Visit ECHL.TV today to get into the game and never miss the action.
A cool change is in the air, and professional hockey is back in Jacks. The Jacksonville Icemen are scoring goals and thrilling fans all season long. Tickets start at just $10 for an incredible game day experience. Come on out to Veterans Memorial Arena, feel the chill of winter, and watch the puck drop. The legacy begins now. JacksIcemen.com.
NHL players have amazing talent, and some of the very best developed right here in the ECHL.
Beagles in, he scores!
Now, follow all your favorite ECHL alumni every night on NHL Network's primetime hockey show, NHL Tonight.
Both teams recognize how big this matchup is.
Fire save by Dubin. Goosebump stuff.
NHL Tonight, every night 6 Eastern on NHL Network.
If you feel that passion is just a start, if you think practice is never over, if you believe speed limits are just for highways, and Saturday mornings aren't made for cartoons, if you try, fail, learn, laugh, repeat, compete, respect, and unite, then you belong on our team. Join now at team.ccmhockey.com.
What is your role in the fight against cancer? The answer could be as simple as driving your car. For many cancer patients, getting to and from treatment is one of their toughest challenges. The American Cancer Society needs volunteer drivers to help provide transportation for people in your community. Through the gift of a lift in your car, you can help patients take one more step in the road to recovery. Get in the driver's seat in the fight against cancer. To find out more, call your American Cancer Society at 1-800-227-2345 or visit cancer.org.
We're back at the Jacksonville Veterans Memorial Arena. Arlie Johnson with you. We are through one period of play, and the Icemen looking awful strong through the opening 20. Just a 1-0 lead. That really does not tell the story, however. Chris Newberry, the only goal, it was a power play goal. Before we go to the ECHL scoreboard, let's tell you about tomorrow night's game for the Icemen. Big contest in many ways. First of all, on the ice, they host the Florida Everblades, a team that currently has a 12-game unbeaten in regulation streak. They're 10-0-2 in their last 12. They are by far the hottest team in the ECHL. That is tomorrow night in terms of the matchup. Other things going on tomorrow. First of all, it's Guns and Hoses Day, so it's actually 2 games in one. If you've got Saturday off, and most of you do, come on out here early. 3 o'clock is going to be puck drop for the firefighters versus the policemen, with proceeds benefiting a fallen police officer who was killed earlier this week. That is one of the things that is going on Wednesday. Also, it is Ugly Sweater Day. Everybody loves the ugly sweaters. I plan on wearing an ugly sweater. Hopefully you will too, as the Icemen are looking to break an all-time record for most ugly sweaters in one spot. So we're looking for the ugly sweater world record tomorrow night right here at the Jacksonville Veterans Memorial Arena. It's presented by Miller Lite. There's a pregame party attached to it, so it's sort of between the Guns and Hoses game and the Icemen game. So let's set it up. Firefighters versus police at 3 o'clock. Miller Lite pregame party, 5 o'clock to 7 o'clock, and the game between the Icemen and the Florida Everblades will be at 7 o'clock. Ugly Sweater Night, Guns and Hoses Night, and a team that you're going to try and break a 12-game unbeaten in regulation streak against. Yeah, you don't want anything more than what you have tomorrow night right here at the arena. We'll take another quick break. We'll come right back, getting ready for the start of period number 2. Jacksonville's on top by a score of 1-0. You're listening to Jacksonville Icemen Hockey on ECHL.TV and JacksIcemen.com.
Get the best home buying experience you'll ever have. Call our 24/7 mortgage hotline at 904-371-8150. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org or stop by a branch near you. Community First, love where you bank. Equal housing lender. Wishing for a new car? Community First lets you delay your first payment for 90 days and has some of the lowest rates around. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org or stop by a branch near you. Community First, love where you bank.
Hey fans, be sure to check out ECHL.TV, the live streaming destination for the 2018-19 season. Catch all the latest live action from across the premier AA Hockey League, including multi-game high-definition view and playback functionality on both your PC, mobile, and OTT devices. Visit ECHL.TV today to get into the game and never miss the action.
A cool change is in the air, and professional hockey is back in Jacks. The Jacksonville Icemen are scoring goals and thrilling fans all season long. Tickets start at just $10 for an incredible game day experience. Come on out to Veterans Memorial Arena. Feel the chill of winter and watch the puck drop. The legacy begins now. JacksIcemen.com.
NHL players have amazing talent, and some of the very best developed right here in the ECHL.
Beagles in, he scores!
Now, follow all your favorite ECHL alumni every night on NHL Network's primetime hockey show, NHL Tonight.
Both teams recognize how big this matchup is.
Fire save by Dubin. Rebound! Goosebump stuff.
NHL Tonight, every night 6 Eastern on NHL Network.
Back at the Jacksonville Veterans Memorial Arena, Arlie Johnson with you, getting ready for period number 2. The Icemen on top by a score of 1-0 after one period. Quickly to a couple of scores around the ECHL. We'll just stick with the South Division here. The Norfolk Admirals at the Toledo Walleye. Tough place to play, and it's looking like it. Toledo has a 5-2 lead over Norfolk. 6 minutes to go in the second period there. The only other game with South Division teams is the Greenville Swamp Rabbits hosting the Florida Everblades. 1-0 Florida after one. If the Everblades win that game, they'll be 13 in a row without a loss in regulation. coming into tomorrow night's contest here in Jacksonville. So that's where we are as we resume live play. Second period is now underway. Gladiators have the puck, bring it to the Jacksonville blue line. Dejan Mingo drives it back in, but it will be called icing against the Icemen. Just 19 seconds into this period, and we've got a stoppage in play. Faceoff will come back into the Jacksonville zone here. The Icemen will start with the same five they started the game with. Critchlow, Fawcett, and Hunt as your forwards. Mingo and Glover, your defensemen. Draw is going to be to the left side of Tanner Jalette. Taking the faceoff for Atlanta is McKenzie against Cam Critchlow. Still waiting for the drop of the puck. Finally, it is down. It is controlled by Atlanta. McKenzie with a centering feed. Knocked away. It goes behind the net. Another centering pass comes to the near side corner on a deflection. Looking to play it into the corner still is Oliveri. Critchlow takes the body. Gabriel with a turnaround shot. Stick save made by Jalette. Rebound from Mingo, who drives it off the boards and out to the neutral zone. Gladiators take over from there. Bouncing puck stolen by Jacksonville. Good touch pass, at least attempted touch pass for the Icemen. Hunt has to track it down deep in his own zone, playing it right to left for Mingo. Mingo shifts away from Oliveri, a pair of number 10s there. Garrett Hunt chips in over the blue line. He is onside and plays it around the wall for Chris Newbury just on the ice for Jacksonville. Newbury waiting for the lines to continue on the chain centering feed. Hunt looking for Fowley, just missed on the attempt. It was picked off there by McKenzie at the last moment. And the Gladiators work it out to center ice. Bouncing puck there. Fowley knocking it free for Jake Randolph. Randolph chipping it in. Offside is going to be called as Newbury was in ahead of the play. 18:38 to go in the second period. It's still 1-0 Jacksonville. Opening moments of the second period. Jacksonville in game 2 of a 4-game homestand. Of course, tomorrow night against Florida for Guns N' Hoses night and also for Ugly Sweater night. The homestand concludes next Wednesday night at 7 o'clock with a game against the South Carolina Stingrays. Jacksonville has the puck on this draw. It's Kyle Shapiro in his own end for Detzel and back to Shapiro. Turnaround looking to clear. Finds Jake Randolph out to center ice. Broken up on the play by Atlanta. Comes over the blue line. Right back out comes Jacksonville. Fowley takes the body on Cote. Cote gives him an elbow to the back of the head for his troubles. No call there as the Gladiators play it behind the Jacksonville net. Jalette gives it up to Atlanta, and they're going to shove it right into the open net. It's a 1-1 hockey game. Tanner Jalette had no idea that that Gladiator player was there. It's David Mazurek. As he tried to play it to an open corner, the only problem was it wasn't open. Mazurek was there for the steal behind the net, and he just tucked it into a wide open net. Jalette had no chance after that miscue, and at the 1:50 mark of period number 2, it is a 1-1 hockey game, unassisted goal for David Mazurek. His second goal of the season. And a 1-1 hockey game. Gladiators back with it behind their own net. So Jacksonville has played so well so far in this contest. As of right now, at least in terms of the results on the scoreboard, it's all for naught. We are deadlocked at 1. Puck is behind the Jacksonville net. Looking to center there is Bly. Bly on his backhand, double teamed. Ridden off the play by Mingo for Cockrell. Cockrell up the boards, finds Lichtenwald. Can't clear it yet. Cockrell tries to jab at it, and he does work it out to the Atlanta Blue. Cote first on it there for the Gladiators. On his forehand, lead pass Mingo with a big-time hit. Taking down Malatesta, I believe, and Cote wants a piece of Mingo. Instead, the Jacksonville Icemen look to clear out of the zone. Can't do it yet. Oliveri, top of the right circle. Shifts around a man. Richter goes over the crossbar and all the way back to the Gladiator zone. Mingo and Oliveri talking things over as Mingo heads to the bench for what he wanted was a line change. Turns out he can't get one yet. He ends up with a puck instead, tapping it loose for Tyson Fawcett. Fawcett from the red line clears it in. It comes to Cam Critchlow. Critchlow playing it off the end boards for Hunt. Tries to bank it off of Finney. He got a piece of it. And the rebound comes high for Atlanta. They'll play it out to the Jacksonville end. Cale Detzel has possession for the Icemen. Playing it to the left side for Shapiro. Shapiro collides with Jesse Gabriel. Shapiro gets the puck right back on the left wing side. He's on his backhand for the moment. shovels it ahead for Hunt. Tapped back away by Atlanta, delayed offside here, allowing Cale Detzel the opportunity to play it to an open wing for Shapiro. Long outlet pass. This will be called icing, nobody touching it. And we'll bring it into the Jacksonville zone with 16:23 to go in period number 2. 1-1 is your score now. Unassisted goal from David Mazurek at the 150 mark of this second period. Critchlow against Dureski for this face-off. And Critchlow wins it cleanly. Shapiro for Detzel. Around the wall, far side, kicked at by Atlanta, held in the zone, bouncing puck in the slot. Where's it going to go? Comes up high for the Icemen. Fawcett got hit up high as he clears out. And the Gladiators will take over in their own end. Montgomery, long outlet pass, goes by everybody. It ends up on net, however. And forced to make a stick save there and take a face-off as well as Tanner Jalette. Draw will be in the Icemen zone with 16:01 to go in the second period. Line change for both clubs. Jacksonville with what would be considered almost a fourth line here. They have 11 forwards tonight, remember. Double shifting Chris Newberry, and he's out there at center with Dylan Walchuk and Nikita Karastolev. So sort of a makeshift fourth line for Jacksonville. Mingo and Glover at defense. Nick Bly taking the draw for Atlanta, but Newberry wins it for Mingo. Mingo around the wall. Karastolev knocks it out to center ice, and a good look for Newberry with speed over the blue line. Rister high and wide. Maybe getting a piece of it was Finney, and it ends up out of play. It went off the glass, then off the protective netting after that. Nice little touch pass, though, from Nikita Karastolev. He's got some offensive flair, no question about it. Scoring on Wednesday night for his first goal as a member of the Icemen. Face-off will be to Finney's right side. The same line stays out there. Newberry, Karastolev, and Walchuk. Newberry wins another draw. Mingo gives it up at the blue line. He'll have to chase it down at the center ice. Leads it ahead for Dylan Walchuk, poking it into the Atlanta zone. Cote first on it, whipping it around the boards, and right back out to center. Mingo for the Icemen. Left to right for Glover. Indirect pass for Walchuk, who takes a hit as he clears it in. Chatham on his forehand. He also slams it around the boards and out to center. Bouncing puck, and the Gladiators have it. Malatesta can't get the shot away. Keeps possession, however, at the circle to the blue line for Campbell. Not in shooting position. He'll just tap it off the boards. Comes into the corner for Mingo. Mingo looks to play it ahead for Karastolev. Mingo gets it right back. Dejan Mingo for Lichtenwald over the blue line. Wrist shot is deflected wide. It's swept into the corner. Karastolev gets it right back. Feeding to the right point for Shapiro, and a drive. Save is made. Rebound to the far boards for Karastolev. Behind the net for Wasey Rabbit. Rabbit for Lichtenwald. At the right wing circle is Lichtenwald. Cycling work here done by Jacksonville. It's very effective right now. Shapiro steps in. Gives it up to Derek Nesbitt. Nesbitt will play it ahead, and the Gladiators skate through center ice. Bly will forehand in. Rabbit first on the puck behind his own net. Streaking up the right side, feeds it for Max Fortier, accelerating by a couple of forecheckers over the blue line, looking to go coast to coast, drop pass, Cockerell with a drive, it's just wide to the short side. Comes for Cale Detzel at the right wing circle for Fortier. Fortier, everything's bottled up in the crease, so he couldn't get the pass away. Overskates the puck briefly, tries to get it back, deflected away by Atlanta, not cleared yet, however. Fortier knocks it free. Montgomery will play it up and out over the outstretched arm of Garrett Hunt. Cale Detzel, flip pass for Fortier over the blue line. They're onside. Garrett Hunt looking for Critchlow. Couldn't get the shot away, couldn't pull the trigger. Comes back to the right point for Mingo. Around the boards. Atlanta first on it. They'll play it ahead. Jesse Gabriel knocking it to center ice. Critchlow with a fine back check there, allowing Mingo to take possession for the Icemen. 13:36 to go in the second period. It's a 1-1 hockey game. Long outlet pass from Mingo. Poked away, and the Jacksonville gets it right back in their own zone. Mingo gives the puck up. A steal here from Atlanta. Mazurek with the puck. He has their goal. Shoveling it behind the Jacksonville net. Mingo will get another crack at it. Up the boards for Randolph, then for Critchlow. Critchlow for Hunt, then for Randolph, who will clear into the zone. Delayed offside here. Still a delay. And it will be called now. Making the call there, Charlie O'Connor, your linesman. 13:07 to go in the second period. Atlanta has tied this game. It's a 1-1 contest. You're listening to Jacksonville Icemen Hockey on ECHL.TV and JacksIcemen.com.
Get the best home buying experience you'll ever have. Call our 24/7 mortgage hotline at 904-371-8150. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org or stop by a branch near you. Community First, love where you bank. Equal housing lender. Wishing for a new car? Community First lets you delay your first payment for 90 days and has some of the lowest rates around. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org or stop by a branch near you. Community First, love where you bank.
Hey fans, be sure to check out ECHL.TV, the live streaming destination for the 2018-19 season. Catch all the latest live action from across the premier AA Hockey League, including multi-game high-definition view and playback functionality on both your PC, mobile, and OTT devices. Visit ECHL.TV today to get into the game and never miss the action. 1-1 hockey game. Arlie Johnson with you on ECHL.TV as the Gladiators have possession in their own end. It's Chatham on the right wing. Playing it off the boards for Dureski. Redirecting in behind the Jacksonville net. Newbury first on it there. Cannot get it away from Dureski. Will try the opposite wing. Kyle Shapiro trying to kick it loose. Newbury and Glover both helping out for Jacksonville. Two men in there for Atlanta behind the Jacksonville cage. Glover pulls it away, shielding the puck with his body. Atlanta gets a steal, however. Dureski working hard in this period, along with Mazurek and Fraze. Shapiro knocking it loose. Fowley digs it free. It's Chris Newbury at center ice, chipping in. Chasing after it is Walchuk. Walchuk in the left wing corner. Centering feed went right through the slot. Nobody there. Comes to the opposite side for Mazurek. Mazurek gains the red line and plays it into the zone. Glover first on it there for the Icemen. Just to the left of his netminder. Headmans it for Cockrell, then for Fowley over the blue line, but no further. Gladiators play it out to center ice where Cockrell blocks it. And the Gladiators play it back in their own end. Montgomery wing to wing for Derek Nesbitt. Nesbitt's over the blue line on the right wing side, going wide on Cockrell, takes it behind the net, centering feed. Malatesta behind the net, plays it off the apron where it's blocked there by Glover. Rabbit on his forehand, chipping it off glass and out. I hope off glass. They will say, yes, it is off glass. It was either that or it's going to be a delay of game penalty on the Icemen, so we'll certainly take that. So a defensive zone draw here for the Jacksonville Icemen. Shots on goal, 10-5 for Jacksonville. But we are tied at 1. Only one penalty in the game thus far. It was a minor penalty to Atlanta, and Jacksonville cashed in for the only goal, a power play goal from Chris Newbury. Cam Critchlow and Brett McKenzie will square off on this face-off. Critchlow wins it for Mingo. Driving it off the glass. Not out yet, but Fawcett now digs it free and gets it to center ice. Comes to the right side for Howe for Atlanta. He'll play it into the zone. Mingo goes left to right for Detzel. Cale Detzel ahead for Critchlow from center ice at the blue line. Broken up there by Atlanta. Taken back over by Jacksonville, only to give it up to Jesse Gabriel. It is Montgomery for Campbell for Atlanta. Up the middle, good look there for the Gladiators to Jesse Gabriel. Gabriel at the right wing faceoff circle, throws it right through the top of the crease. McKenzie couldn't get a stick on it. Shot towards goal is blocked by Critchlow. Howe tries to play it into the corner. Critchlow takes the body on him. Howe knocks it free, sharp angle shot. Jaylett, I'm not sure if he knows exactly where that puck is, but he had it. And the faceoff will be to his right with 10:53 on the clock in period number 2. Atlanta's taking a little bit of the momentum away here in this second period, playing much better for sure, and getting a goal to tie the contest as well. The Icemen have not yet been able to do in this second period what they did almost the entire first period, where the play was just heavily in favor of the Icemen, playing in the offensive zone for a large majority of that first period. Jacksonville wins the faceoff and immediately gets it into the Atlanta end. McKenzie and Fowley. Fowley taking the body there. Newbury with a centering pass that goes through the slot. Comes to the opposite boards for Dureski. Indirect pass looking for Fraze. Penalty coming on Jacksonville. It's going to go to Kyle Shapiro. And a power play for the Gladiators. Hooking is the call against Kyle Shapiro. Hard to argue it. And for the first time tonight, Atlanta will be on the power play. 10:32 to go in period number 2. Gladiators, despite their struggles this year, power play percentage is not one of them. They're 7th overall in the league, 20% even. Jacksonville's penalty killing has been strong, 84.5%. You would think that would be a pretty high ranking. It's actually not. Only 12th overall in the league, despite the high percentage at 84.5%. Atlanta has given up 8 shorthanded goals, and the Icemen have scored 7 of them, so watch for that potentially here. First things first, though, try and kill this penalty. Atlanta does win the draw. They will set up in the left wing corner. It's Derek Nesbitt. To the right side for Montgomery. Defending is Garrett Hunt. Montgomery on his backhand, playing it down low. Behind the net, Bly looking for a centering pass. It is blocked away by Jacksonville. Not cleared just yet. Oliveri holds it in at the blue line. Critchlow defends. Nesbitt with a drive. It is blocked in front. It comes to Hunt, who will turn and fire at the length of the ice. Just past the midway point of this hockey game now. 1:22 to go on the power play for Atlanta. Bly with a lead pass for McKenzie at the blue line. Broken up there by Jacksonville. Another great hit there by Dejan Mingo. A clean hit separating from the puck, and it is played behind the Atlanta net. Still the Gladiators looking for it, and Fawcett with some hustle, trying to beat McKenzie to the puck. At least he's going to force the play down deep, and now he forces a steal. Fawcett all alone, denied by Finney, as Rabbit got the steal behind the net, all set up by Tyson Fawcett. In transition, it's the Gladiators, however, looking for the drop pass at the blue line. Drive is blocked up high. Comes for Atlanta. They keep it in the zone. It's Oliveri, 55 feet away. For McKenzie, Rister goes over the crossbar. Comes off the glass for Gabriel at the right circle. To the line for Malatesta. Slap shot goes wide to the far post. Comes off the end boards. Newbury got a piece of it. Can't clear it yet. Malatesta at the left point. Playing it into the corner for Fraze. Sharp angle shot denied by Jaylett. Rebound for the Gladiators. McKenzie to Malatesta. Down to 18 seconds to go on this power play. Gabriel, centering feed, knocked aside by the goaltender. Jaylett with the pad. Cockerell tries to clear it away. Mingo, good, smart pass to Chris Newbury, who will kill some time, turning to his forehand, and then gives it up. Penalty coming as well. Dureski kicking it away. This is going to be on Jacksonville, I believe. There's your whistle and a slashing call. The first penalty is ended, and Chris Newbury a little too cute there, and he'll go to the box for a slash. So a back-to-back power play situation here for Atlanta. We will take a break with the score 1-1 between the Icemen and Atlanta Gladiators. You're listening to Jacksonville Icemen Hockey.
A cool change is in the air, and professional hockey is back in Jacks. The Jacksonville Icemen are scoring goals and thrilling fans all season long. Tickets start at just $10 for an incredible game day experience. Come on out to Veterans Memorial Arena. Feel the chill of winter and watch the puck drop. The legacy begins now. JacksIcemen.com.
NHL players have amazing talent, and some of the very best developed right here in the ECHL.
Beagles in, he scores.
The crowd is going to vote. Is it going to be Ethan?
Now, follow all your favorite ECHL alumni every night on NHL Network's primetime hockey show, NHL Tonight.
Both teams recognize how big this matchup is.
Fire save by Dubin. Rebound. Goosebump stuff.
NHL Tonight, every night 6 Eastern on NHL Network.
Back-to-back power plays for the Gladiators. Chris Newbury, the culprit this time for the Icemen. Slashing is the call. They just killed off 2 minutes, just seconds prior. And the Gladiators win this face-off as well. Oliveri away from Critchlow. Moving it to Montgomery at the half wall right side. Back to the left point. Nesbitt plays it down low. It's deflected away by Jacksonville, but not played out yet. Glover got a piece of it. Trying to play it away as Mazurek comes to the blue line for Oliveri, shoveling it behind the Jacksonville net. Masaryk gives it up to Glover, getting it back, however. Montgomery to the right point for Oliveri. Left side, it's Nesbitt, playing it down low for Bly. Glover defends on him. Back to the point for Nesbitt. Soft shot towards goal, deflected away, turned and fired, but not out. Oliveri with a slap shot. Save is made, rebound is loose. Comes to Cam Critchlow, who will clear it out to center ice. Jacksonville can't change their lines just yet, but at least they get it out of the zone. Down to 1:09 to go on this power play. Malatesta wristing it around the boards. Jaylett got a piece of it behind the net, but not enough to keep it there. Dureski and Glover have it pinned up along the wall just to the right of the net. Bly knocks it away. Deflected by Jacksonville, but not cleared yet. Big block by Cam Critchlow. Slap shot and a save made by Jaylett. Just got enough with it with a catching glove. Did not keep it, however. We will play on. Atlanta with the puck. Malatesta for McKenzie. Slap shot and another save by Tanner Jaylett. Comes around the boards to the near side wall for Jesse Gabriel. Back around the wall we go. He'll reverse it to McKenzie. All the way to the blue line for Malatesta. 30 seconds to go on this power play. Good-looking power play for Atlanta. Shot goes wide from McKenzie. Around the dasher and by Jesse Gabriel and all the way out to center ice. Critchlow and Hunt have got to be exhausted as Hunt gets a steal and plays it out to center ice. Atlanta back in the zone. Offside will be called. And man, did the Icemen need that whistle. Hunt and Critchlow were out there penalty killing along with Jack Glover and I believe Cale Detzel for about a minute and a half. They were gassed. So that offside call from Atlanta, very opportunistic there for the Icemen. Chance to get some fresh legs out there, and only 16 seconds remaining on this power play as well. Not to mention the face-off out at center ice. Lichtenwald and Rabbit are the forwards, along with Shapiro and Dejan Mingo. Puck is down, goes to the Atlanta blue line. Gladiators with it. Malatesta stick handles over the blue line. Bumped into the boards by Shapiro. Jacksonville looks to clear. Mingo, nice tap away from a man. Feeds it for Lichtenwald. Lichtenwald for Shapiro. Lead pass for Rabbit as teams return to full strength. Rabbit gives it up and Atlanta clears out. Looked like there was something promising there for Jacksonville, just didn't quite develop. Shapiro slams it into the Atlanta zone. Finney will play it himself there, wristing it around the wall. Mingo steps up from the blue line and holds it in. Rabbit with a centering feed deflects right to the top of the crease. Tried to clear it away. It is broken up there by Atlanta. Played out to center. Chatham in the neutral zone on the backhand. Working it behind the Jacksonville cage. Garrett Cockrell in control. Long outlet pass. Connects with Rabbit, who will deflect to the right of Finney. Stander tapping it free for Oliveri. Oliveri's outlet pass deflected. Foot race for the puck. Gabriel's first on it. Goes to the backhand side. Save is made by Tanner Jaylett. As Gabriel tried to go 5-hole with it. The Icemen in control. They will clear it away and out to the neutral zone. Oliveri for Atlanta. Softly on net. Jaylett making the save. Lost the handle briefly. Got it back. And we'll have a face-off in the Jacksonville zone with 5:27 to go. And some physical play here with a cross-check delivered by Brett McKenzie onto Jack Glover. 5:27 remaining in the second. It remains Jacksonville 1, Atlanta 1. You're listening to Jacksonville Icemen Hockey.
If you feel that passion is just a start, if you think practice is never over, if you believe speed limits are just for highways, and Saturday mornings aren't made for cartoons, if you try, fail, learn, laugh, repeat, compete, respect, and unite, then you belong on our team. Join now at team.ccmhockey.com.
Get the best home buying experience you'll ever have. Call our 24/7 mortgage hotline at 904-371-8150. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org or stop by a branch near you. Community First, love where you bank. Equal housing lender. Wishing for a new car? Community First lets you delay your first payment for 90 days and has some of the lowest rates around. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org or stop by a branch near you. Community First, love where you bank.
Hey, fan. It is a 1-1 hockey game between the Jacksonville Icemen and Atlanta Gladiators. Jacksonville, after out shooting Atlanta 8-3 in the first period. In this period, different story. Atlanta has 9 thus far for 12. Jacksonville only has 3 shots on goal themselves. So it's actually the Gladiators now out shooting the Icemen 12-11. Not many shots on goal, period, in this contest for either team, really. Icemen win the draw in their defensive zone. Fowley tries to clear it out, can't do it yet. Will come back behind the Jacksonville net for Chris Newberry. Newberry off the back wall. Shapiro and McKenzie fight for it there. Shapiro wins it. Goes behind the cage for Cale Detzel. Detzel playing it off the end boards to himself. Cross ice look for Shapiro on the left wing side. Lead pass for Dylan Walchuk. Walchuk with a couple of cracks at it. Finally gets it into the Atlanta zone. Campbell tries to clear it around, and he gets it free for Oliveri. Oliveri for Stander over the blue line. Top of the right circle. Puts the puck between his legs to try and get around a man. Cannot do it. Comes free for Walchuk for the Icemen. Using the boards for Fowley. Out to center ice. Out of the zone. Penalty coming here. Who's this going to be on? It's on Jacksonville. Delayed call. Atlanta still has the puck. It's going to be on Cale Detzel behind the play. Big hit there by Cam Critchlow. Finney has not left the bench yet because Atlanta has had the puck deep in their defensive zone. There's the touch finally from Jacksonville. Penalty's going to go to Detzel for roughing. All of that was behind the Jacksonville net. 4:19 to go in period number 2, and a third consecutive power play here for the Gladiators. And the Icemen, after playing so effectively in the first period, really on their heels right now. They need yet one more big kill just to stay even with Atlanta. Both teams very hungry for a win. Jacksonville winless in their last 5. Atlanta winless in their last 7. Lichtenwald out the penalty kill along with Wasey Rabbit. Garrett Cockrell and Dejan Mingo, the defenseman. Atlanta wins the draw. There's a broken stick on the play as well. It's Lichtenwald's as Atlanta gets a blast away. Jaylett makes the save. Lichtenwald broke his stick on the face-off, so Jacksonville effectively down to 3.5 players on the ice right now. It's Nesbitt with a slap shot that is blocked by Rabbit. Can Jacksonville clear it? Rabbit wrists it around the wall. Oliveri will keep it in. Lichtenwald without his stick, so he can't defend as Oliveri blasts one over the crossbar. Gladiators still with possession to the blue line for Nesbitt. Cross ice for Oliveri right at the high slot. Back for Nesbitt at the left side. Wrister is blocked by Lichtenwald. Lichtenwald dives to try and clear it away. Knocks it loose for Rabbit. What a play by Eli Lichtenwald as Rabbit goes to the backhand side. Save is made by Finney. Lichtenwald nearly got an assist with his glove. What effort there from Eli Lichtenwald. That in itself should give the Icemen a big lift. Down to 58 seconds to go on this power play. Still lots of time left for Atlanta, so Jacksonville needs to complete this kill. And they get a steal in their own end. Wristing at the length of the ice is Jack Glover. Malatesta on it there for the Gladiators. With speed through center ice, McKenzie takes it over the blue line. Looking to go wide on Glover. Centering feed goes by everybody. Gabriel holds it in as Hunt takes the body on him. Comes free for Shapiro. Kyle Shapiro on his backhand. Back to the forehand. He'll clear it out. Nearly set up a 2-on-1 with Critchlow. Gladiators through center ice now. Wing-to-wing feed. Comes up high. Nobody really could find the handle to it. Finally, it's the Gladiators with it. 14 seconds to go on the power play. 2.5 minutes to go in the second period of a 1-1 game. Gabriel with a shot. Save is made by Jaylett. Rebound for Dureski. For Malatesta into the line for McKenzie. Gabriel with a one-timer. He broke his stick on the play. Puck comes to the near side corner. Shapiro tries to shovel it ahead. Finds Cale Detzel, who's out of the penalty box. 3-on-2 for Jacksonville. Atlanta could easily be called for too many men as Detzel gets a shot away and a save is made by Finney. No rebound. It was loose briefly, but Finney was able to freeze it back up. And I'm a little surprised that there's not a too many men penalty on Atlanta there, as they had a couple of guys come onto the ice very early in a defensive stance as the Icemen were about to break out on a 3-on-2. 2:03 remaining in the second period and 3 penalty kills in succession for the Icemen. Keep this game tied at 1. And how about the play from Eli Lichtenwald on that shift? Broke his stick on the face-off. And yet he was the one who was able to clear the zone by diving to the boards, gloving a pass to Wasey Rabbit and sending him away for a shorthanded effort that nearly found the net. Atlanta wins this faceoff. Oliveri gains center ice before clearing in. Jalette got a piece of it behind the net. Mingo continues it around the wall for Fortier. Drop pass for Lichtenwald. To the left side, it's Cockrell who will forehand in. Fortier gives chase. He is first on the puck for the Icemen in the offensive zone. Max Fortier for Cockrell. One-timer and a save is made. Right pad stop there by Finney. Lichtenwald keeps it in the zone for Rabbit. Rabbit with a shovel pass knocked away by Atlanta. Mazurek at the red line. He'll forehand in. Down to a minute 28 to go in the second period of a 1-1 game. Dejan Mingo spilled on the play. No call. Randolph knocks it free to an open side. Puck is in the neutral zone for Garrett Cockrell. Randolph still can't clear it in. Now he does, but it doesn't go in deep. Gladiators prevent that from happening and chip it up the boards and out. Derek Nesbitt takes it into the zone. Jake Randolph on it first there for Jacksonville. Long outlet pass for Max Fortier. Fortier chips it off the boards, gets it back himself, looks to center. It goes behind the net for Newbury. Newbury around the wall for Jake Randolph. Down to 50 seconds to go in the period. Newbury behind the net. Wraparound goes right through the top of the crease. Shapiro with a drive and a save is made. Comes back to the near side wall for Chris Newbury. Sharp angle shot. Save is made. Rebound for the Gladiators. They'll play it off the glass and out. Detzel with his own blue line for the Icemen. For Karastolev. Give and go with Newbury. Karastolev over the blue line. Steps around a man. Just poked checked away at the last moment by Campbell. Atlanta plays it around the board. Shapiro pinches in and holds it in the zone. Kyle Shapiro in the right wing corner. Looks to get it to the blue line for Garrett Hunt, then for Critchlow. Critchlow steps away from a man. To the left point for Detzel. Richter in a screen, and it's over the crossbar. Karastolev in a foot race for the puck. Wins it for Critchlow. Back for Shapiro. He couldn't hang on to it. And time will expire as Tanner Jalett possesses the puck. Horn will sound. Entertaining, especially for the last few minutes there for Jacksonville. That second period was all about the penalty killing from the Icemen and then a push in the final few minutes. All for naught, however. Atlanta tied the game early in that second period. Unassisted goal from David Mazurek. And other than that, nothing but some pretty high entertainment value. Shots on goal in that period. Atlanta with 10 for a two-period total of 13. Jacksonville with 7. They have a two-period total of 15. So the 2 points still hang in the balance here. We are deadlocked at 1 after 2 periods of play. We will take a break and return in a little bit. We'll go through your ECHL standings, especially in the South Division, and tell you what's ahead for the Icemen as well. 1-1 after 2 periods. This is Jacksonville Icemen hockey on ECHL.tv and JacksIcemen.com.
Tonight's game is brought to you by the ECHL, celebrating its 31st season of affordable family entertainment. The ECHL would like to thank everyone in attendance for your support of ECHL hockey.
Thanks,
the
Joe. Here
ECHL
with
would
Kyle
also
Shapiro.
like to
Both
recognize
these teams hungry for a win here tonight. What's going to be the difference maker in the third?
Just outworking them, getting pucks deep, strong D. That's about it.
Thanks. Good luck.
Ceremony. The My Gray Group, your source for game-worn jerseys. CCM Hockey, the official on-ice equipment provider. Coco 5, the official hydration beverage of the ECHL. Ephesus Lighting, the preferred lighting partner of the ECHL. Geico, the official auto insurance of the ECHL. Howie's Hockey Tape, the official hockey tape and a lace provider. In Glasgow, the official puck provider. Warrior, the official protective wear provider. And the Fairley Group, the official commercial insurance provider of the ECHL. Catch all the live ECHL action in high definition by logging on to ECHL.tv.
Get the best home buying experience you'll ever have. Call our 24/7 mortgage hotline at 904-371-8150. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org or stop by a branch near you. Community First, love where you bank. Equal housing lender. Wishing for a new car? Community First lets you delay your first payment for 90 days and has some of the lowest rates around. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org or stop by a branch near you. Community First, love where you bank.
Hey fans, be sure to check out
Joe. I'm here with my two contestants here. Each going to get 3
the live
shots on net.
streaming destination for the 2018-19 season. Catch all the latest live action from across the premier AA Hockey League, including multi-game high-definition view and playback functionality on both your PC, mobile, and OTT devices.
Go for that left shoe.
Visit ECHL.tv today to get into the game and never miss the action.
Just wide right.
A cool change is in the air, and professional hockey is back in Jax. The Jacksonville Icemen are scoring goals and thrilling fans all season long. Tickets start at just $10 for an incredible game day experience. Come on out to Veterans Memorial Arena, feel the chill of winter, and watch the puck drop. The legacy begins now. JacksIcemen.com.
NHL players have amazing talent, and some of the very best developed right here in the ECHL.
Beagles in, he scores!
Now, follow all your favorite ECHL alumni every night on NHL Network's primetime hockey show, NHL Tonight.
Both teams recognize how big this matchup is.
Save by Dubin. Goosebump stuff.
NHL Tonight, every night 6 Eastern on NHL Network.
If you feel that passion is just a start, if you think practice is never over, if you believe speed limits are just for highways, and Saturday mornings aren't made for cartoons. If you try, fail, learn, laugh, repeat, compete, respect, and unite, then you belong on our team. Join now at team.ccmhockey.com.
What is your role in the fight against cancer? The answer could be as simple as driving your car. For many cancer patients, getting to and from treatment is one of their toughest challenges. The American Cancer Society needs volunteer drivers to help provide transportation for people in your community. Through the gift of a lift in your car, you can help patients take one more step in the road to recovery. Get in the driver's seat in the fight against cancer. To find out more, call your American Cancer Society at 1-800-227-2345 or visit cancer.org.
It's a 1-1 hockey game after 2 periods of play here at the Jacksonville Veterans Memorial Arena. Arlie Johnson with you as the Icemen will look to snap this 5-game winless streak here this evening against the Gladiators. Before we go to the ECHL standings, let's again tell you about tomorrow night's big evening here as the Icemen host the Florida Everblades. It is Guns and Hoses night as well as Ugly Sweater night for the Icemen. Guns and Hoses, let's start with that. They're going to play a game, firemen versus the police, with proceeds going as well to a young woman who was killed in an accident, a police officer killed earlier this week. So we want to make sure that that gets celebrated as well. It's always a great time between the firemen and the police. They will battle it out at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. 1 ticket, by the way, is good for both games. So if you have a ticket for the Icemen game, you already have a ticket for the Guns and Hoses game. That's at 3 o'clock. After the game, it's time for the Miller Lite Ugly Sweater pregame party from 5 o'clock to 7 o'clock, hosted, of course, here by the Icemen. And then game time, 7 o'clock, Jacksonville hosting the Florida Everblades. Ugly Sweater night, not only for the fans, but for the players as well. The Icemen players will be wearing special ugly sweater jerseys, and if you have not seen them, oh, they are a treat. So make sure you come to the game tomorrow to see just how ugly the Icemen jerseys are tomorrow. And I mean ugly in the most affectionate way possible, of course. Those jerseys, by the way, will be auctioned off. So if you want a piece of one of these jerseys, make sure you hop on board with that as well. Go to JacksIcemen.com for more details. That's all tomorrow night. It is a game you will not want to miss. Not to mention the fact that Florida is coming in with potentially a 13-game streak, unbeaten in regulation. Speaking of, we'll get to the ECHL scoreboard later on in this intermission. Before we do, however, let's move it to the ECHL standings. We'll just focus on the South Division tonight, where the Everblades are in first place. As I just said, 12 games in a row without a regulation loss. That'll probably be good enough for first place, and in this case, that's true. Florida, 15 wins, only 5 losses in regulation, 4 overtime losses for them. They have a 34 points overall in the standings. It's a 4-point cushion on the South Carolina Stingrays, who are in second place. South Carolina at 15-11 on the year for 30 points. All alone in third place, that's where the Icemen sit. 13 wins, 10 losses, 1 overtime loss, 27 points. So they're 3 points behind South Carolina. However, they do have 2 games in hand, one of them being tonight. The Stingrays are idle this evening, So if the Icemen do win this game, they'll pull within 1 point of the Stingrays in the standings. Rounding out the second bottom half of the South Division, it's a tie for 4th place right now between the Orlando Solar Bears and Norfolk Admirals. Orlando at 12 wins, 9 losses, 2 overtime losses. Norfolk at 12 wins, 11 losses, 1 overtime loss, 1 shootout loss. Again, they both have 26 points on the season. Greenville is in 6th place. The Swamp Rabbits at 10 wins, 15 losses, 3 overtime losses, no shootout losses. They have 23 points. And then it's tonight's opponent, the Atlanta Gladiators, in the cellar in the South Division. Still battling hard despite their streak. Just 1 win in their last 12 games overall and winless in their last 7. Atlanta at 5-12, 4-1 on the season, 15 points for Atlanta. We will go to break and return in just a moment. We'll have the ECHL scoreboard for you when we come back. We're between periods 2 and 3 as the Icemen and Atlanta Gladiators are tied at 1. You're listening to Jacksonville Icemen Hockey on ECHL.tv and JacksIcemen.com.
Tonight's game is brought to you by the ECHL, celebrating its 31st season of affordable family entertainment. The ECHL would like to thank everyone in attendance for your support of ECHL hockey. The ECHL would also like to recognize the following league sponsors: AMI Graphics, the official signage provider; BFL Canada Risk and Insurance; and Sutton Special Risk, sponsors of the 2019 ECHL Hall of Fame induction ceremony. The Migrate Group, your source for game-worn jerseys; CCM Hockey, the official on-ice equipment provider; Coco 5, the official hydration beverage of the ECHL; Ephesus Lighting, the preferred lighting partner of the ECHL; Geico, the official auto insurance of the ECHL; Howie's Hockey Tape, the official hockey tape and lace provider; in Glasgow, the official puck provider; Warrior, the official protective wear provider; and the Fairley Group, the official commercial insurance provider of the ECHL. Catch all the live ECHL action in high definition by logging on to ECHL.tv.
Get the best home buying experience you'll ever have. Call our 24/7 mortgage hotline at 904-371-8150. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org or stop by a branch near you. Community First, love where you bank. Equal housing lender. Wishing for a new car? Community First lets you delay your first payment for 90 days and has some of the lowest rates around. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org or stop by a branch near you. Community First, love where you bank.
Hey fans, be sure to check out ECHL.tv, the live streaming destination for the 2018-19 season. Catch all the latest live action from across the premier AA Hockey League, including multi-game high-definition view and playback functionality on both your PC, mobile, and OTT devices. Visit ECHL.tv today to get into the game and never miss the action.
A cool change is in the air, and professional hockey is back in Jacks. The Jacksonville Icemen are scoring goals and thrilling fans all season long. Tickets start at just $10 for an incredible game day experience. Come on out to Veterans Memorial Arena, feel the chill of winter, and watch the puck drop. The legacy begins now. JacksIcemen.com.
NHL players have amazing talent, and some of the very best developed right here in the ECHL.
Beagles in, he scores!
Now, follow all your favorite ECHL alumni every night on NHL Network's primetime hockey show, NHL Tonight.
Both teams recognize how big this matchup is.
Fire save by Dubin. Rebound! Goosebump stuff.
NHL Tonight, every night 6 Eastern on NHL Network.
If you feel that passion is just a start, if you think practice is never over, if you believe speed limits are just for highways, and Saturday mornings aren't made for cartoons, if you try, fail, learn, laugh, repeat, compete, respect, and unite, then you belong on our team. Join now at team.ccmhockey.com.
We are between periods 2 and 3 from the Jacksonville Veterans Memorial Arena. The Jacksonville Icemen and Atlanta Gladiators knotted up at 1 apiece going into the third period. To the ECHL scoreboard we go. 2 other games involving South Division teams tonight. One of them is in Toledo, however. despite that being a South Division team. But we'll go into the Central Division with Toledo. They are hosting the Norfolk Admirals, however, a team that is only 1 point behind Jacksonville in the standings. Not a whole lot of defense in that game. There's 9 minutes to go in the third period of that one. Toledo with a 7-4 advantage over Norfolk. Still a little bit of time, but the Walleye are looking pretty good against the Admirals. The other game involving a South Division teams, both of them, Greenville hosting the Florida Everblades. That game is in Greenville, where the Swamp Rabbits are trailing Florida 2-1 after 2 periods. And again, if the Everblades win that contest tonight, they'll come here to Jacksonville with a 13-game streak without a loss in regulation. And the Everblades are flying high. Jacksonville feels pretty good about their chances against Florida. They've played them 6 times this year. They've won 2 of those games, 1 in regulation, 1 in overtime. Every game has been closely contested, maybe with 1 exception. But this is a team in Florida that is just flying right now. They're a massive team. If you have not seen them play in person, everybody seems to be 6'1" or above. And they've got some pretty good defense and goaltending to go with it as well. But Jacksonville certainly up for the task. They got to take care of business tonight first, but tomorrow again for Guns N' Hoses night and Ugly Sweater night, it is the Icemen hosting the Everblades potentially on a 13-game streak without a loss in regulation. Other games around the ECHL, the Reading Royals are hosting the Allen Americans. Allen from suburban Dallas going all the way up into Pennsylvania for this game. Reading has the lead, 4-3 is the score, just under 5 minutes to go in that contest. From Worcester, Massachusetts, the Worcester Railers are hosting the Manchester Monarchs. It is 3-0 Monarchs in the closing minutes of that game. Manchester looking for the shutout victory there. From Portland, Maine, the Maine Mariners have a 3-2 lead over the Adirondack Thunder. Also about 5 minutes to go in that contest. The Kalamazoo Wings are hosting the Wheeling Nailers this evening. Kalamazoo has the advantage, 3-2 after 2 periods. Elsewhere around the league, the Indy Fuel are hosting the Tulsa Oilers. Good matchup there. They're through 2 periods. It is a 1-1 contest between Indy and Tulsa. From Fort Wayne, Indiana, the Fort Wayne Comets have a 4-1 lead over the Wichita Thunder. That is early in the second period. And 2 other games out in the Mountain Time Zone that have just gotten started. Just a few minutes in from each of them. The Utah Grizzlies are hosting the Rapid City Rush, and is the Idaho Steelheads entertaining the Kansas City Mavericks. They are both scoreless. We'll take one more break and get ready for the start of the third period. When we resume, both teams will start at full strength, and we are tied 1-1 after 2 periods. This is Jacksonville Icemen hockey.
Get the best home buying experience you'll ever have. Call our 24/7 mortgage hotline at 904-371-8150. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org or stop by a branch near you. Community First, love where you bank. Equal housing lender. Wishing for a new car? Community First lets you delay your first payment for 90 days and has some of the lowest rates around. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org or stop by a branch near you. Community First, love where you bank.
Hey fans, be sure to check out ECHL.TV, the live streaming destination for the 2018-19 season. Catch all the latest live action from across the premier AA Hockey League, including multi-game high-definition view and playback functionality on both your PC, mobile, and OTT devices. Visit ECHL.TV today to get into the game and never miss the action.
A cool change is in the air, and professional hockey is back in Jacks. The Jacksonville Icemen are scoring goals and thrilling fans all season long. Tickets start at just $10 for an incredible game day experience. Come on out to Veterans Memorial Arena, feel the chill of winter, and watch the puck drop. The legacy begins now. JacksIcemen.com.
NHL players have amazing talent, and some of the very best developed right here in the ECHL.
Beagles in, he scores!
Now, follow all your favorite ECHL alumni every night on NHL Network's primetime hockey show, NHL Tonight.
Both teams recognize how big this matchup is.
Fire save by Dupin. Goosebump stuff.
NHL Tonight, every night 6 Eastern on NHL Network.
If you feel that passion is just a start, If you think practice is never over. If you believe speed limits are just for highways. And Saturday mornings aren't made for cartoons. If you try, fail, learn, laugh, repeat, compete, respect, and unite, then you belong on our team. Join now at team.ccmhockey.com.
Just about set for the start of period number 3. Jacksonville will be skating from my left to my right here in this third period. They're in their black sweaters tonight. Don't forget, tomorrow they'll be in their ugly sweaters. Can't wait. Atlanta in their, well, let's be kind and call it mustard yellow. I'm not quite certain of the color, but you get the idea. With maroon and black as their trim. Cam Critchlow against Derek Nesbitt, waiting for the drop of the puck from referee Stephen Ruillard. Cam Critchlow along with Tyson Fawcett and Garrett Hunt at forward. Jack Glover, Dejan Mingo, your defenseman to start this third period. Mingo has possession and we are underway. Third period here. Jacksonville in control, 1-1 hockey game. They bring it into the Atlanta end just over the line. Gladiators get it right back. Trying to feed it ahead. It's going to be called icing against Atlanta. And an early whistle here, just 15 seconds in, and an offensive zone faceoff for the Icemen. They'll keep the same 5 on the ice. Critchlow will try and win the puck back to Dejan Mingo at the left point. Mingo has an assist tonight on Jacksonville's only goal, that belonging to Chris Newbury. Face-off is to the right side of Colton Finney, former Jacksonville netminder playing for Atlanta this year. Mingo loses the handle briefly, but he does hold it in. It goes behind the net and around the wall we go to the near side. Now Atesta poking it away, looking for Nesbitt. Derek Nesbitt stick handles through center ice. Backhand flip for Nick Bly. Mingo beats him to the puck, circles the back of his net, plays it around the wall for Hunt, then for Critchlow, shoveling it for Fawcett, who couldn't quite get the handle. It was behind him. Glover gets it back for Jacksonville, however. Couldn't clear into the zone. It was blocked by Stander, and the Gladiators will play it in. Mingo still on the ice for Jacksonville. He hasn't been off the ice yet. Feeding it to the left for Chris Newbury. Goes into the Atlanta zone. Campbell with it there. Tries to clear out, batted out of midair by Newbury. Gladiators get it back. Randolph looks to forecheck. Newbury out there as well. Comes to the near side wall. Fowley takes the body on a man. Good hit there, but the Gladiators do play it to center. Jacksonville at the blue line. Kyle Shapiro at the Atlanta blue line, that is. Shapiro for Fowley. Tries to drop it back for Shapiro. Working it loose, it comes to Randolph. Newbury wants the centering pass. It comes loose. Newbury couldn't quite get a stick on it. Newbury does not hold it in. He'll get it back in the neutral zone. It is Cale Detzel away from a couple of Atlanta forecheckers. A long outlet pass right on the tape of Cody Fowley. Fowley in the high slot. Looks for a trailer, finds it in Shapiro. Wrister is blocked. Comes up high for the Gladiators. Gabriel with a step as the Icemen are trying to complete a line change. Montgomery at the left circle. Stick save is made. Rebound is out of play as Tanner Jalette made that stop. 18:07 to go in period number 3. Still a 1-1 hockey game between the Icemen and Atlanta Gladiators. Draw will be to Jalette's right. And the Icemen sending out Max Fortier with Eli Lichtenwald and Wasey Rabbit. Taking the face-off for Atlanta, Tyler Dureski against Lichtenwald. Still a scramble for it, and it finally comes up high to the Gladiators, who hold it in at the line. Knocking it into the corner. Cockrell moves it for Glover. Around the boards, trying to get it to Fortier. Held in. Slap shot up high. Saving the rebound, and another big-time save on Fraze's rebound attempt. Jacksonville will get this rebound. Rabbit can't clear it yet. Gets another crack at it. This time he works it free for Max Fortier. Fortier, what a move around one man. Trying to go wide on another. Cuts it back, loses his edge, and the Gladiators play it to center ice. And a possible 2-on-1 for Atlanta. It is Bly with a wrister. Save is made. Rebound comes up high for Fortier. Fortier bringing it back into the Atlanta zone. Couple of big stops in the last shift or two here for Jacksonville's Tanner Jalette, keeping it a 1-1 hockey game as the Glads move it back into the zone again. Bly on his backhand, cuts it back to the forehand. Jaylett with a save, it's underneath him, and he is able to freeze the puck. So the Gladiators have had the better opportunities in these opening minutes of the third period. Both teams, again, desperate for a victory. Jacksonville now getting outshot 18-15. Atlanta already with 5 shots on goal in this third period. We're not even 3 minutes into it. The Icemen yet to get a shot on goal in this third frame. Critchlow wins the draw for the Icemen. Mingo chips it up the glass. Fawcett tries to let it ride out to the red line. Gladiators get it from there. They'll toss it into the zone. Mingo backhanding it around the wall, all the way out to center for Garrett Hunt. Hunt turns to his forehand, feeds it for Fawcett. He's over the blue line. Drive from 40 feet away. Finney makes the save. Didn't get the handle to it, and it's held in. Detzel with a wrister just wide to the far post. Hunt nearly got a piece of it on the way in as well. Bly gets it all the way up to the red line before he'll forehand behind the Jacksonville cage. Detzel circles around the back of his net, shifts away from one man, wheeling and dealing through center ice. Detzel offside at the blue line. Dylan Walchuk was in ahead. And we'll have a face-off with 16:29 to go in the third period. Still 1-1 is your score. Jacksonville scoring in the first period. Chris Newberry, his 6th from Wasey Rabbit and Dejan Mingo. Atlanta, the equalizer early in the second period from David Mazurek, an unassisted goal. Gladiators with possession. Up the boards, looking for Oliveri, who deflects it in behind the Jacksonville net. Icemen first on the puck there. Karastalev, touch pass for Newberry. To the left side, it's Walchuk. Walchuk looking for Karastalev, just off of his stick. There's a great setup from Walchuk to Karastalev. Atlanta plays it back to the Jacksonville blue line. Icemen right back into the zone. Walchuk turns to his backhand side, tries to get it back to the forehand. He'll move it behind the Atlanta net. It rolls along the dasher for Newberry. Newberry off the boards for Shapiro. Tough pass to handle, and the Gladiators will play it out to center ice and continue with the puck as well. Mazurek 1-on-2 for the moment against the forward in Karastalev. Forced to make a save is Jaylett on the backhander, and the Icemen have the rebound. Conkerell behind his net, waiting for his teammates to make a line change up front. Long lead pass for Fowley. He is onside and over the blue line. Drop pass goes to Rabbit at the far side boards. Behind the net, it's Jake Randolph. Randolph with a centering feed. Spun down on the play, no call. Atlanta tries to clear. Mingo holds it in for Randolph behind the net. Centering pass knocked away. Randolph gets it right back. Can't center again, and the Gladiators will move with the puck at the blue line and just over the line and out. Rabbit tries to forehand in. It goes off the linesman. He gets it right back, but it's in the neutral zone now for Jack Glover for the Icemen. Glover wristed around the wall. Cody Fowley cannot hold it in. Atlanta gives it up at center ice, an errant pass. Glover with an indirect pass looking for Critchlow. That was intercepted by Bly and played into the zone. 14:42 to go in the third period. Atlanta with a steal. Bly with a centering feed. Great stop there by Jaylett with his left pad. Rebound comes towards the blue line, over the blue line, and out of the zone. Tanner Jaylett has been very strong here in this third period, keeping it at 1-1. The Icemen back into the Atlanta end, and Garrett Hunt's going to be on the puck first. Looks to center. It's deflected behind the net. Fawcett overskates the play. Comes back towards the blue line. Poke check by Shapiro. Holds it in briefly. Atlanta gets it back, and they are forced to ice it. Kyle Shapiro with a good step up. That ultimately forced that icing against Atlanta. 14:08 remaining in the third period. The Icemen still looking for their first shot on goal in this period. But after a shaky opening few minutes, I think they've sort of righted the ship a little bit here. A little more offensive zone possession. Just no shots on goal yet. Newberry, Fowley, and Randolph, your forwards. Newberry wins the draw, but he goes between the point men and all the way down to Tanner Jaylett, who will feed it for Cale Detzel. Detzel off the end boards for Kyle Shapiro. To the left side, it's Randolph. Cross ice for Newberry. Off the boards and out behind the Atlanta net. Fighting for it there is Randolph. Nearly got the centering pass away, trying to set up Fowley. Gladiators will play it off the glass and out. This should also be icing, and it will be, with 13:41 to go in the third. Don't forget tomorrow night again, ugly sweater night, guns and hoses night. Ugly sweaters for the fans. They're going to try and break a world record. Ugly sweaters for the Icemen as well that will be auctioned off after the game. And they are ugly. And again, I mean that very affectionately. You will want these jerseys, I'll tell you that. Lichtenwald on this offensive zone draw. At the top of the circle is Max Fortier, hoping that the puck goes to him. Instead, the Gladiators win it and chip it out of the zone. Gabriel with speed for the Gladiators, tries to step around Mingo. Mingo also with speed neutralizes the play. Mingo plays it ahead for Max Fortier through center ice with Wasey Rabbit. Fortier chips in, Rabbit chases after. Cote slams it around the wall. At the blue line, it's held in by Cockrell. Shovel pass for Fortier. Fortier, what a spin move around one man, but he can't get the pass away to Mingo. And the Atlanta Gladiators will play it back into the Jacksonville end. Jaylett feeding it for Mingo. Mingo for Max Fortier, backhanding it free for Rabbit. Good touch pass to Lichtenwald. He's by himself for the moment over the blue line. Looks for a trailer and finds it in Rabbit. Centering feed knocked away by Atlanta, not cleared yet. Second opportunity, and they do skate out to center. Bly with a wrister from long range. It's well over the crossbar, right behind the Jacksonville net. Glover with Fortier's help, trying to work it free. Glover up the wall, held in at the left point by Stander. Stander centering feed, deflects into the opposite corner. Fraze with a centering feed. Shot is blocked by Glover. That was a big-time block. Ends up ultimately with Jaylett, who will freeze it. 12:31 to go in the third period. It stays Jacksonville 1, Atlanta 1. This is Jacksonville Icemen hockey.
Hey fans, be sure to check out ECHL.TV, the live streaming destination for the 2018-19 season. Catch all the latest live action from across the premier AA Hockey League, including multi-game high-definition view and playback functionality on both your PC, mobile, and OTT devices. Visit ECHL.TV today to get into the game and never miss the action.
A cool change is in the air, and professional hockey is back in Jax. The Jacksonville Icemen are scoring goals and thrilling fans all season long. Tickets start at just $10 for an incredible game day experience. Come on out to Veterans Memorial Arena. Feel the chill of winter and watch the puck drop. The legacy begins now. JacksIcemen.com.
NHL players have amazing talent, and some of the very best developed right here in the ECHL.
Beagles in, he scores!
Now, follow all your favorite ECHL alumni every night on NHL Network's primetime hockey show, NHL Tonight.
Both teams recognize how big this matchup is.
Fire save by Dubin. Rebound! Goosebump stuff.
NHL Tonight, every night 6 Eastern on NHL Network.
Back to play. Jacksonville carries the puck into the Atlanta zone. Chatham tries to slam it around the wall, and he does get it out to center. Oh, actually, no, it's held in at the blue line. Somehow Cockrell got a stick on it. I'm not sure if he even intended to keep it in the zone. Tyson Fawcett plays it behind the net for Garrett Hunt. Hunt on his backhand, defended by Stander. Hunt to his forehand now for Fawcett. Shot towards goal is blocked and cleared to the neutral zone by Atlanta. Cockrell slams it right back in. All the way around the wall. It's going to come all the way out to center ice, in fact, where the Gladiators will play it into the Jacksonville end. Newbury on it there for the Icemen. Long lead pass is blocked. Shapiro gets it right back for the Icemen. For Glover, his pass is picked off by Jesse Gabriel. 3-on-3 the other way. Masaryk shovels it behind the net. Glover is on it there first, chipping it off the boards to the left side for Dylan Walchuk. Walchuk with Newbury. It's Newbury over the blue line, tapping it into the zone. Campbell on it on his backhand side. Turns to his forehand. He's got some room up ice. He'll carry it through center. Campbell around Walchuk, playing it behind the Jacksonville net. Glover with plenty of time here, feeding it up the left wing for Wasey Rabbit. Rabbits over the blue line, going wide on Dureski. Sharp angle, he'll turn in the corner and wait for some help. Drop pass, Detzel, great play to hold it in. It was deflected. Rister in a screen, blocked in front and played into the near side boards by Atlanta. Atlanta skates with it and clears it out. Lead pass onside is Oliveri. Tries to get a shot away. It is blocked by Mingo. Comes up high for Dureski. His slapper is well wide of the far post at the blue line. Blocked there by Jacksonville and played out to the Atlanta line. Gladiators move it back in. Forced to play it there is Tanner Jaylett around the boards to the far side. Fortier cannot clear it yet. Gets a second opportunity. Still can't clear it out. Fraze with a slap shot. Right pad save made by Jaylett. You can hear the pad thump from all the way up here. Rister in a screen is blocked up high. It comes up high for Jacksonville. Garrett Hunt trying to chip it away from Stander. Offside will be called against the Icemen. Fortier was in just ahead of the play. 10:06 remaining in the third period. It is still 1-1. The Icemen have not scored since the midway mark of the first period. Atlanta's goal in the opening couple of minutes of the second period. Nothing doing here in the third period for either club. Critchlow, Hunt, and Fawcett are your forwards for the Icemen. Atlanta wins the draw. They'll play it in behind the Jacksonville net. Shapiro just beats Zach Malatesta to the puck. Looking for the steal and getting it, however, is Derek Nesbitt. Shapiro gets it back as we hear "Let's Go Icemen" from the crowd here tonight. The Icemen still hemmed in their own zone, but they do have possession. It's Garrett Cockrell chipping it off glass, out safely to the Atlanta blue line, and now a little further back. Stander looks to clear away, finds Malatesta with the pass. Zach Malatesta over the blue line, passes deflected away, comes up high for Garrett Hunt. He's got Fawcett with him. 2-on-2 for the moment. Hunt looking to center, it is deflected out of play, and Hunt slamming away at an Atlanta player after the whistle. That's Vital Cote. Hunt is staring him down, but we will go to break with 9:22 to go in period number 3. Still Jacksonville 1, Atlanta 1. You're listening to Jacksonville Icemen Hockey.
NHL players have amazing talent, and some of the very best developed right here in the ECHL.
Beagles in, he scores!
Now, follow all your favorite ECHL alumni every night on NHL Network's primetime hockey show, NHL Tonight.
Both teams recognize how big this matchup is.
Fire save by Dubin. Rebound! Goosebump stuff.
NHL Tonight, every night 6 Eastern on NHL Network.
If you feel that passion is just a start, if you think practice is never over, if you believe speed limits are just for highways, and Saturday mornings aren't made for cartoons, if you try, fail, learn, laugh, repeat, compete, respect, and unite, then you belong on our team. Join now at team.ccmhockey.com.
Offensive zone face-off here for the Icemen, looking to break this 1-1 tie. Newbury, along with Jake Randolph and Cody Fowley are your forwards. Newbury wins the draw. It's Mingo in the high slot, steps around a man, tries to step around another, just poked away by Cote. Here come the Gladiators, 4-on-2, now 3-on-2. Gabriel, left circle, Rister over the crossbar, redirects all the way up high to Newbury. Newbury gives it up to McKenzie. McKenzie behind the Jacksonville net, still in the offensive zone here. Montgomery with a drive, blocked out to center ice by Cody Fowley, sacrificing the body to make a big defensive play. Atlanta clears in. Jacksonville first on the puck with time and space is Jack Glover. Feeding it for Randolph, then for Newbury. Newbury over the blue line, going wide on Chatham. Centering feed deflects over the crossbar. Randolph got a piece of it, nearly put it in. Chatham for Atlanta now shovels it out, bouncing in the neutral zone for Shapiro, falls down on the play. Atlanta with a shot just wide. Getting that opportunity for them was Dureski. Lichtenwald plays it free for Max Fortier. Fortier's got Rabbit and Shapiro with him. Poked away. Lichtenwald gets it back, plays it into the zone. Fraze for the Gladiators. Around the boards, out to center ice. Cockrell drives it right back in. Rabbit trying to tap it away from Dureski. Comes for Fortier. His shot is blocked. Comes to Mazurek, who will softly move it into the Jacksonville end. Under 8 minutes to go here in the third period. 1-1 is your score. Mingo with a long outlet pass, redirected in by Rabbit. Line change here for the Icemen as Nesbitt picks it up behind his own net for Atlanta. Kevin Montgomery to the right side for Derek Nesbitt over the blue line. Centering feed deflects behind the Jacksonville net. Critchlow knocks it away for Garrett Hunt. Looking for Mingo in the right wing corner. Hunt gets it back. Good feed there for Fortier. Fortier shoveling it to the left side, trying to set up Hunt, and he finds him in the left wing corner. Hunt ridden off the play, but Critchlow holds it in for Jacksonville. Looks for a trailer at the blue line. Holds it in for Detzel. Behind the net for Garrett Hunt. Blocked there by Campbell. Well read there by Campbell, but Campbell clears out, and this is going to be a delay of game. Power play coming here for Jacksonville. That's a no-doubter of a call. Campbell cleared it out of the zone. It hit nothing, and it is a power play for the Icemen, something that they desperately need. Only their second power play of the game. Their only goal tonight was on their first power play of the night. And we'll see if this is what it takes for the Icemen to regain the lead. 1 for 1 on the power play this evening. Chris Newberry, the power play goal, and it was a very good-looking power play. Chris Newberry will take this face-off for Jacksonville. Cody Fowley and Max Fortier at forward. Atlanta wins the draw. They're not able to clear yet, however. Looking for it again is Stander. To the blue line, Mingo holds it in at the right point. Looking for Fortier. Turns and fires. It is blocked and played out to center. Fortier beats Dureski to the puck, and the Icemen have it at their own line. Mingo sets things up for Fortier, looking to step around a man. Moves it off the boards, but it's stolen and cleared by Atlanta. Back to the Jacksonville end. Rabbit plays it for Mingo right in front of his goaltender. Still a minute and a half to go on this man advantage. Mingo with a drop pass for Newberry. Newberry at the red line. Then over the blue line as he plays it off the boards behind the Atlanta net. Gladiators first on the puck, around the boards, held in there by Wasey Rabbit. Rabbit for Mingo, back for Rabbit, top of the left circle. For Mingo again, winds and fires, saved by point by Finney. No rebound. Cody Fowley waiting for the rebound, but none coming. Still 1:08 to go on this power play. And the Icemen send out their second power play unit. Eli Lichtenwald along with Nikita Karastolev and Jake Randolph. Tyson Fawcett stepping on the ice here as well. So Karastolev will serve as a fourth forward. Lichtenwald, no doubt if the Icemen get the puck, he's going to be counted on to just stand right at the top of the crease and create a screen for Colton Finney to have to deal with. Lichtenwald against Brett McKenzie on this faceoff. This is a key draw here. Puck is down. Lichtenwald wins it. It's Karastolev for Cockrell. Snapshot is blocked by Montgomery. Held in the corner. Lichtenwald fights for it behind the net, looking for Fawcett. Back for Lichtenwald. Kicks it onto a stick. Brings it to the blue line for Karastolev. Centering feed, it's Randolph, and what a save by Finney. His best of the night by far. Randolph gets it back, tries to center, plays it off the boards for Cockrell at the left point. Playing it down low for Randolph. Centering feed, blocked. Randolph gets it right back. Centering feed again, deflects up to the blue line. Karastolev holds in with his skate. Stick handling away from McKenzie, and then gives it up to Masaryk, and Masaryk will skate ahead 2-on-2 short-handed. McKenzie tries to step around the man, nearly got by Cockrell. The Icemen fortunate to get it back. 20 seconds to go on the power play. Cockrell for Randolph through center ice. Randolph denied on the best save of the night by far. As Karastolev steps around a man, his wrister is deflected out of play. Man, I'll tell you, he is a shifty one, Nikita Karastolev. He's got good size, too, at 6'1", 210. But he is tough to get off the puck. Love to see another look at that Colton Finney save on Jake Randolph. It's a great pass as well from Karastolev. One last chance on the power play. 9 seconds to go on it. Critchlow wins the draw for Dylan Walchuk. Walchuk at the left circle. Wrister in a screen, deflects right through the crease. It went parallel to the goal line, about a foot off the line, and ends up staying out of the net. Teams are back at full strength as the Icemen get it back into the Atlanta zone. Stander tries to clear out. He is driven into the glass by Critchlow on a great body check. Walchuk now trying to keep the play moving. Along the near side wall, Stander will shovel it out of the zone. They will wave off icing here as Cale Detzel tries to beat Mazurek to the puck. Detzel for Critchlow. Cross ice look for Walchuk, who will drive it into the Atlanta zone. It comes around the wall all the way out to center ice, and the Gladiators have it. Mazurek flips it in on goal. Sticking it with the paddle there is Jay Letton. He'll freeze it for a faceoff. So the Icemen now 1 for 2 on the power play. They do not convert. We stay 1-1 with 4:33 to go in the contest. You are listening to Jacksonville Icemen hockey.
Get the best home buying experience you'll ever have. Call our 24/7 mortgage hotline at 904-371-8150. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org or stop by a branch near you. Community First, love where you bank. Equal housing lender. Wishing for a new car? Community First lets you delay your first payment for 90 days and has some of the lowest rates around. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org or stop by a branch near you. Community First, love where you bank.
Hey fans, be sure to check out ECHL.TV, the live streaming destination for the 2018-19 season. Catch all the latest live action from across the premier AA Hockey League, including multi-game high-definition view and playback functionality on both your PC, mobile, and OTT devices. Visit ECHL.TV today to get into the game and never miss the action.
Thank you so much for joining us tonight on ECHL.TV and JacksIcemen.com. Arlie Johnson with you, giving you the play-by-play. Tight contest throughout. 1-1 is your score. 4:33 to go in the third period. Face off in the Jacksonville end, but the Icemen control it, and Mingo skates through center. He gets tripped up on the play. No call there, as Atlanta, I think, very fortunate not to get called. They play it back to the Jacksonville zone. Glover first on it, wristing it around the wall. Back into the Atlanta end. No icing. It was deflected away, so we'll play on. Kevin Montgomery behind his own net for the Gladiators. For Mazurek. Up the boards near side, deflected into the Jacksonville zone. Glover tries to clear out with the help of Mingo. They do get it away, and Mingo now controls at his own blue line. For Fortier. Over the blue line, onside for the moment, but a poke check from Atlanta knocks it away. Mingo knocked the puck out of the air with a high stick. So we'll have a face-off outside the blue line. That was close. Looked like it was maybe about stomach high or so. But they will blow the play dead for a high stick infraction. Not a penalty, of course. Just an infraction. Face-off will be outside the Atlanta blue line. Shots on goal, 20 for Atlanta, 19 for Jacksonville in this period. 7 for the Gladiators, 4 for the Icemen. Gladiators control the puck. Campbell for Oliveri. Couldn't gain the zone. Jacksonville has it at their own line. Fowley feeds it for Randolph. Randolph up the boards for Newbury. Good look on an indirect pass. Finney making the save on a sharp angle shot. And he will jump out of his crease and freeze the puck. Jesse Gabriel then gives Jake Randolph a bit of a headlock after the whistle. And the face-off will be to Colton Finney's right side. No penalties called there. I imagine it would be a high degree of infraction for it to be a power play at this point, barring one of those automatic kind of calls like the delay of game was against Atlanta a few minutes ago. Chris Newbury against Derek Nesbitt on this face-off to the right of Finney. And the Icemen control it. It's Mingo to the right side for Detzel. Rister goes wide to the short side, comes off the end boards for Fowley. Fowley around the wall. Randolph got a piece of it. Can he possess the puck? Yes, he does. Well done. Jake Randolph in the right wing corner. Fowley is helping out now, 2-on-2 along the near side wall to the left of Finney. Fowley digging it free. Tries to turn to his forehand side. Leaves it for Randolph. Randolph turns away from Montgomery on his forehand side. Gets it to the blue line. Detzel with a shot deflected just wide by Newbury. It would have counted as well. Just wide by Newbury. Fowley can't quite hold it in. It is Malatesta for Atlanta. Now less than 3 minutes to go in regulation play. as the Gladiators play it behind the Jacksonville net. Mingo flying through center ice as he slams it into the zone. Finney doesn't even bother leaving his crease. Atlanta looks to clear, and they do. Goes by Mingo, no icing here. Mingo behind his own net. Going right to left for Jack Glover with this pass. Glover off the boards for Fawcett. He deflects in behind the Atlanta cage. Cote flips it around the wall to the near side. It is played out of the zone by Dureski. Shapiro takes over for the Icemen. For Glover, then for Hunt, and he'll deflect in behind the Atlanta net. Playing it himself this time is Colton Finney for Masaryk. Masaryk chips it up the wall, comes to the Jacksonville line where Glover plays it to center. Montgomery for Atlanta, forehands into the zone. It is Glover for the Icemen, now less than 2 minutes to go in the third period of a 1-1 hockey game. Montgomery in his own zone gives it up to Rabbit. Montgomery gets it right back on a bouncing puck. Lichtenwald steps in, tries to keep the play in the zone with Rabbit's help. McKenzie flips it ahead. It comes to Oliveri. Outlet pass offside is going to be called. It was a late whistle, but definitely the right call. And Rabbit doesn't like that Gabriel went on the shot, and Gabriel put his stick right in Wasey Rabbit's face. Wasey Rabbit taking major exception to that shot from Jesse Gabriel. And now Lichtenwald and McKenzie drawing at one another with 1:36 to go in the third period. Still 1-1. If we don't have any scoring here, we'll go to overtime, which would be 3-on-3 for 5 minutes. But let's focus on these next 96 seconds first. Faceoff will be at the center ice faceoff dot here. Lichtenwald against Nesbitt. And the Gladiators control. Montgomery gaining center ice before clearing in. Jaylett leaves it there for Cale Detzel. Detzel's pass stolen. Save made by Tanner Jaylett on a giveaway from Jacksonville. Nick Bly all alone, 25 feet away in the slot. And Jaylett really saved his defenseman's hide there. That was a clutch save from Tanner Jaylett to keep this game tied at 1. Draw will be to Jaylett's right side, who has really stood tall in this third period especially. Some quality opportunities for the Gladiators, only to be denied time and again by Tanner Jaylett. It is Chris Newberry against Derek Nesbitt on this faceoff. Nesbitt, I think, wanted to go directly towards goal with that forehand. Jacksonville clears out. It goes off the glass and out of play. So we'll keep it in the Jacksonville zone here with 1:18 to go in the third period. Chris Newberry with Cody Fowley and Jake Randolph up front. Kyle Shapiro and Jack Glover are your defensemen. Newberry wins it cleanly for Glover. Glover with an outlet pass. Finds Cody Fowley on his backhand for the time being. Moves it up the wall for Randolph. Randolph continues it on for Newberry. Newberry tries to turn away from Nesbitt. Nesbitt steals, tries to clear it. Is broken up by Shapiro. Shapiro holds it in. Playing it into the corner. Jacksonville looks to again forecheck, and Fowley has it. Sharp angle shot, and the save is made by Finney with 53.3 seconds to go. And Jacksonville has earned an offensive zone draw here. It'll be to the left side of Colton Finney. Cam Critchlow, Tyson Fawcett, Garrett Hunter, your forwards. Critchlow will try and win the draw back to Garrett Cockrell. Instead, it is Atlanta taking over and skating to the red line. Dureski plays it into the zone. Jaylett will leave it there for Cockrell. Cockrell chipping it ahead for Critchlow. Back for Cockrell, just avoids a hit. Garrett Cockrell skating through center ice. He'll chip in, chasing after it is Tyson Fawcett with 32 seconds to go in the third. Atlanta slams it around the wall at the right point. Mingo holds it in. He'll try the opposite wing. Atlanta clears out. This will be called icing, so Jacksonville will get an offensive zone draw here with 18.8 seconds to go in the third period. So still a little opportunity here for the Icemen to win this one in regulation. Lichtenwald on the ice. He'll take this critical face-off. Wasey Rabbit is in the slot to Lichtenwald's right. Max Fortier is along the far side, Glass on the left wing. Puck is down. The Icemen win it. It's Fortier with a wrister and a save made by Finney with the goaltender's stick. Got it with the paddle of his stick as Atlanta chips it off the glass and out. Could be icing again if it reaches. They're going to wave it off with 5 seconds to go, and it looks like we have overtime looming. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1. That is it. Time expires, and we are tied at 1 through regulation. Shots on goal in that third period. Atlanta with 8 for a total of 21. Jacksonville with 7. They have a 3-period total of 22. And we will change sides and get ready for 3-on-3 sudden death overtime. If either team scores, of course, they'll be declared the winner. Both teams have guaranteed themselves at least 1 point. But the Icemen could really use a victory. Jacksonville again winless in their last 5. In overtime this year, Jacksonville is 2-1 in overtime. If it happens to go to a shootout, they are 1-0 in a shootout. If nobody scores in these 5 minutes, that's where the shootout will take effect. So a lot of open ice out there in 3-on-3 play, which means a lot of opportunities. So both teams huddled up along their bench for the time being. Tanner Jalette getting an extra drink of water before he goes between the pipes. Jacksonville's got some very good skill out there. We'll see who they start with in this overtime session. Updating some other scores around the South Division, the Norfolk Admirals have lost to the Toledo Walleye, 7-4 with a final score in that one. And the Florida Everblades still in the lead over the Greenville Swamp Rabbits. It is 3-2 with 6 minutes to go in the third period. The Icemen will start with Chris Newbury, Cody Fowley, and Dejan Mingo. They'll be skating from my right to my left. Jacksonville's overtime winners this year, Cam McLeese, who was up in Manitoba. Cody Fowley, however, has the other one for Jacksonville. In fact, it was Fowley beating the Atlanta Gladiators in overtime. These two teams have only played once this year, and it was a 3-2 overtime win for the Icemen, with Fowley netting the game winner. Let's see if he does the same tonight. Icemen win the faceoff. Here we go. Chris Newbury's over the blue line, right side, leaving it for Mingo. Mingo tries to cut into the middle. Gives it up briefly. The Gladiators now with the steal. 2-on-2 for the moment. Montgomery with a slap shot. It's deflected out of play by Newbury. And we'll have a draw in the Jacksonville end. Still plenty of time in overtime. 4:35 to go. Jacksonville's 2 overtime wins this year against Atlanta, as we just said. Also against the Florida Everblades. Their one loss was in Boise, Idaho against the Steelheads. Line change here for the Icemen. Wasey Rabbit and Nikita Karastelev are the forwards. Rabbit will take this draw. Again, possession so important in 3-on-3 play. But it's Atlanta winning the draw. Malatesta with a wrister. It is blocked. Goes to McKenzie. McKenzie back to Malatesta. For McKenzie again. Wheeling through the right wing circle. On his backhand. Goes behind the Jacksonville net. Cockerell defends. Cockerell knocks it free. Gets it loose for himself. Well done there by Garrett Cockerell. He'll circle the back of his net and gain possession once more. Cockrell with a flip pass to the left for Rabbit. Rabbit curls away from Dureski, leaving it for Cockrell. Still at the Jacksonville blue line. Drop pass for Karastolev. Karastolev going wide on McKenzie. Tripped up on the play, no call. Atlanta plays it out, but the Jacksonville Icemen get it right back. It is Cockrell for Rabbit. Still deep in his own zone. Rabbit off the end boards for Cockrell. McKenzie defends. Cockrell back for Rabbit. Just onto the ice is Tyson Fawcett as Rabbit leaves it for Fawcett. Fawcett looks for a trailer, finds it in Mingo. Walks around a man, forehand, save! No rebound from Colton Finney. And the Icemen will get a draw in the offensive zone. 3:37 to go in period number 4, overtime. Fawcett on this face-off. Interesting to see Dylan Walchuk on the ice here for Jacksonville here in OT. Fawcett, Walchuk, and Mingo are the 3 on the ice for Jacksonville, and the Icemen do win the draw. Mingo, 50 feet away on his backhand. It's poked away by Atlanta. Mingo gets it back, but it's at center ice, and Oliveri just pounds a man, no call. As Mingo is slow to get up, he does now get up as Walchuk takes it into the zone. Tries to step away from a man. Atlanta gets the steal, and they will skate into the Jacksonville end. By himself for the moment is David Masaryk. Mingo pokes it away from him, kicks it loose. Cross ice, look for Walchuk, 2-on-1. Walchuk with Fawcett. Walchuk for Fawcett. Can't get the shot away. Fawcett tripped up as Mingo tries to hold it in. Puck is loose in the corner. Gabriel tracks it down for Atlanta. 2:56 to go in overtime. 1-1 is your score. Jesse Gabriel for the Gladiators. Up the boards for Montgomery. Back behind the Atlanta net for Gabriel. Newbury is into forecheck. Gabriel taps it away from him for Montgomery. Now it's Montgomery behind his own net. Slowly between the hash marks in his own zone. Long lead pass. Poked ahead. Cockrell knocks it into the corner. Bly first on it for Atlanta. Gives it up to Fortier. With speed, can he go 2-on-1 with Newbury? Yes. Newbury over the blue line. Fortier cuts to net. Forehand. Score! Chris Newbury wins it for the Icemen! With 2:22 to go in OT. It's an Icemen victory, 2-1 your final score. Chris Newbury with both goals tonight for the Icemen, connecting at 2:38 of the overtime session. You could hear the crossbar from here. Bar down for Chris Newbury as the Icemen win it and improve to 14-10-1 on the season, snapping their 5-game winless streak. We will take a quick break. Don't go anywhere yet. We'll have your 3 stars of the game, and I'll have your interview with your number 1 star, Chris Newbury, as Jacksonville wins 2-1 in overtime. Don't go anywhere, folks. Your 3 stars are coming up next.
Your second Iceman goal and the game winner, scored by number 11, Chris Newbury. Unassisted. Time of the goal, 2 minutes, 38 seconds. Once again, your Iceman game-winning goal, scored by number 11, Chris Newbury. Unassisted. Time of the goal, 2 minutes, 38 seconds. Alrighty, fans, your 3rd star of the game from your Jacksonville Icemen, number 20, Wasey Rabbit. And your 2nd star of the game, with 20 saves, goaltender Tanner Gillett. And I'm sure you can guess this one. Your #1 star of the game. He scored both goals, including the game winner in overtime. Number 11, Chris Newberry.
Chris, the overtime game winner tonight. Take us through that play as you come down the left wing side. What are you looking at?
I was thinking pass first, and then it was kind of taken away, so I figured just put it on net, and lucky enough for me, it went in.
Get an opportunity to break a winless streak, and now right back into momentum. Right back at it again tomorrow night. Make sure everybody's here for Ugly Sweater Night, by the way, tomorrow night. What does this do for momentum for the team to just get back feeling good again?
Well, it's big. I mean, we were kind of down in the room, so to get this win is huge. We'll enjoy it for a couple hours and then focus for tomorrow.
Congratulations, Noobs.
Thank you.
Chris Newberry, your game-winning goal in overtime tonight. Don't forget Ugly Sweater Night tomorrow night. Bring your ugly sweaters. We're attempting to break a world record.
Fans, once again, your final score, your Jacksonville Icemen 2, Atlanta 1. Thanks for joining us this evening at Veterans Memorial Arena. Get home safely, and we will see you tomorrow.